Boom, boom. Yo, what's up, Back Wonder? What's up, Donny Slacks? 1 second, let me fix my mic over here. I think that I probably sound a little bit weird, right? Now I sound a little bit better. Should sound a little bit better. Hope you guys doing well. What's up, Bungie Boosie and Chapter? What's up, Donny Slacks? What's up, Grim? Hey, Sugar Bunnies, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything's been alright with you. Hey, what's up, Anton? Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. Coming in with a 6-month subscriber badge. I just installed Overwatch again yesterday after a long time. Welcome back to Overwatch, man. Hey, Cody, a fish. First message. Welcome to the stream, man. First time here. You watch my content. Chapter, you know, is for how you do. I'm doing good. Ninju's good to have you here, man. The 6-month subscriber, the man, the myth, the legend. Good to have you here. What's up to the YouTube chat? Harlow, Olaf, Corjus, and Caval Quino. How are you guys doing? You guys doing well? What's up, Morty? Good to have you here, man. Third or something, more like 10th, folks, man. You've been slacking off. You've been slacking off. I play on Switch. That's pretty interesting. I don't know many people that play on Switch. How is Overwatch on Switch? Really enjoyed the CS video. Thank you. It should have been uploaded quite some time ago, but I delayed it. It's just for fun video. It serves no purpose. It's just like a low flex of showing that I can hit super high ranks on different games, you know? Awkward, you got me from silver to plat. That's awesome to hear, man. Is it still 5 gifted for a VOD? Yes, but we'll start shortly. Are you interested in getting a VOD today, man? I hit diamond for the first time today, man. That's awesome. Have you watched my content before? I watch your YouTube videos, bro. You have such great personality and a nice accent, so charming. Thank you, Donnie, man. I appreciate the kind words. It means a lot. I use Gyro. It helps a lot, and I'm currently good. I don't know what Gyro is. I have no idea what that is, bro. I don't know what that is. Would you try Fortnite ranked? Probably not. New polo shirt? Yeah, pretty new. Yeah, took the ticket off today, but I bought it like weeks ago. It's the first time I wore it. That was so long ago when you hit 30,000 elo. Yeah. If I enjoyed the CS video, was it really a useless video? No, if you enjoyed it, it wasn't useless. I mean, I'm just saying for the purpose of what I do, it's just like a video that is just show to show a little bit of character. It's not particularly educational. Maybe the ending, like the last 15 minutes, were somewhat educational. I stopped playing Overwatch 2 on PlayStation 2 days ago. Since I got into Diamond, there's literally no lobby without Zim. Hey, man, we'll have you on PC. We'll have you on PC. You can come to the PC, man. Can you recommend any aim trainers? I used Kovacs, but now it's dead, and I use aim lads, but they want more money from me. The best aim trainer is just to play the game, man. Play the game. I've never aim trained in my life. Never. I have literally 0 hours with aim trainers in my life, and that is not a hyperbole or exaggeration. You can check my Steam account. If you find even 1 hour on aim labs or Kovacs, I'll give you whatever you want. Arrow control for Switch? I don't know what that is. Garry's in consoles where you move your controller and will move the screen. Ah, that's interesting. So like you do this. You helped me go from plat you helped me go to plat from rank 50 on BAP back in season 7-9, or are you like trying to stay it the other way around? Hey Awkward, wish you good stream today. Incredible CS video yesterday. Thank you so much, man. Hey, sup Awkward, are you gonna make a Daredevil guide? I don't know. Right now I'm not focusing on Marvel Rivals. I'm probably going to dedicate one of my channels, perhaps my other channel, for Marvel Rivals, like Marvel Rivals educational stuff. I'd like to separate the two. And truthfully, the reason, to be honest, the main reason as to why doing Marvel Rival content with Overwatch content together on the same channel, I don't know. I don't know if just it's bro science from me, but the algorithm just tends to needs a few videos to pick up the pace. The algorithm. So like when you drop a Overwatch video and then you drop Marvel Rivals video, like the algorithm doesn't know what the fuck is going on. I meant plat rank 50. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. Good stuff. Thoughts on Ryan right now? Probably the weakest tank. Needs a buff. You awkward. Have a nice stream today. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Good to have you here. Yo, how long have you been subscribed? You're a 1 year subscriber. That's awesome. I play Hanzo and Junkrat, and thanks to you, I do off angles and damage. Hanzo and Junkrat are the best candidates for off angling and damage, bro. What's up, Coral Wolf? Hey, Gold Striker. A few streams ago, you said there's a chance you will try Overwatch on controllers. Is that possible near future? Yeah, that's a possibility. I'm considering doing an ranked GM this weekend. What do you guys think? Ranked GM? Bring back the series, the popular series. When was the last time you played Rivals? I don't remember. You awkward. Would you mind to give some advice then against Reaper? After I hit high plat, I found myself unsafe anywhere and playing against good Reapers. You're probably too stationary, man. You have to understand that Reaper is a close range character, and the main principle is to simply not let him get to you easily, and just keep your distance and just constantly move around. Awkward. Why is it that I make it to plat 5 on DPS but hard stock silver 2 on support? Maybe because you're heal botting, or maybe because you're trying to play support literally like a DPS in every heal. Could be one of the two, man. Which hero? I'm considering Wu Yang. Considering Wu Yang. Unranked Giamauga? No, thank you. But as I said, it's been years that I've been pretty much against this, but I've got so many messages that people want me to redo the unranked GMs that I have right now, like Ana Zen, because of the season 9 HP buffs and the perks and like the new heroes. They want to see me play against the new heroes and how I do. So there's a high likelihood of me making them again. Cassidy is also a good option, yes. Bro, don't talk. You're literally white. Good observation, Miguel. Good observation, man. I definitely think you should be like an engineer or an astronaut with those observation skills that I'm white. Hey, man, Lucaso, how you doing? Is there general advice you can give for master support players? Yes. Play with more confidence, be in positions to do damage, utilize your cooldowns to get value. Don't hold on to them. The thing about the interesting thing about Masters players, and especially like it's super prominent in supports, is that Masters is like a rank where people actually start to get good. You know, they make fewer mistakes, they capitalize on your mistakes much better, and that's where most people just start to lose confidence. Like, oh, this is the big leagues. I don't know, they're so good. I can't do damage. I can't. Well, yeah, you can. What about Ilori and Ranked GM or Lucio? Lucio and Ilori are probably one of my latest in Ranked GMs on support. I think that these are the last two that I've done, so. And Ilori hasn't changed a bit, actually, at all. To improve fast, I need to play aggressive and think about my mistakes after I die. Yes. Essentially, the idea is to play aggressive with dying as least as possible, right? But in order for you to figure out how to die as least as possible while playing aggressive, you need to play very aggressive and feed initially, because you can't learn that way. What do you think about Winston? I think he's great. Usually, I hold myself accountable for every lost game, but sometimes I find myself blaming the teammates, even though I know I could have done better. How can I force myself to stop thinking that way? Well, the idea is not to be perfect. The idea is to have like a solid understanding with yourself that no, it's not my teammates that are the reason that I'm not ranking up. I am the reason I'm not ranking up. Now, granted, sometimes you lose a game, you lose 2 games, you lose 3 games because of your teammates, but you know.
SP00NY76 donated $20. Money.
Well, thank you so much for the kind donation, man. You say Spoonie77, you say money. I appreciate it. If you would like to donate and ask a question, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions, by the way. You don't have to donate for it, but if you want to use the opportunities for me to immediately answer your question, that is a good opportunity. But Spoonie used this to save money, so we can only respect that. But the idea is where I was getting at is that you can't really not get angry at your teammates at times. I mean, we're all sinners in the game of Overwatch, right? We can't be perfect, but there's a difference between truly believing that it's your teammates' faults of why you're not ranking up, then, oh man, my teammates suck. We lost the game. Let's move on. There's a big difference. Awkward. Can I one-trick Kiriko to climb? Or the situation is whether I shouldn't play her? I think the Kiriko is probably one of the most versatile characters in the game. You can, if there's the case to one-trick a hero, would be Kiriko. It's amazing. Kiriko is amazing. Awkward. I've been. Wait 1 second. I think doing an RPG on different heroes would be better though. Farah, Queen, Hog, Wing would be great. Yeah, I'll continue the series. I kind of paused it because the reason why I paused my Rank to GM series is because beforehand they changed the entire system that it's really hard to get to GM, and the idea is like I'm not gonna sit here for like 200 hours or something just to go from a rank to GM. It's ridiculous. Hey, Awkward, I've been watching you for a while now, but in a lot of your streams recently, you've been talking about the genocide in Gaza a lot, and it's been sad to hear you have such low IQ take. Don't you think it's your prerogative as a young Jew to speak up? No, Anthony, I live the speaking up to high IQ people like yourself, that all they can do is just scream on social media, free Palestine. So I'll leave the politics to high IQ people like yourself, Anthony. I think everyone gets angry at their team, but it's important to focus on whatever he's trying to improve. Absolutely correct. Yeah. I mean, again, as I said, we're all sinners. Sometimes we all get angry, but the difference is that when I get angry at my teammates, it's like when I get angry at my teammates, deep in my heart, I know it's not their fault for me, like not ranking up or something, you know? I want to try and get to top 500 on Switch. However, I currently do play on console pools, so I play with other consoles users. But hey, anything is possible. Anything is possible, man. If nobody on Switch is in top 500 leaderboard on console, you're gonna be the first one, man. I'm not a great player. I jumped between silver and a gold and struggle to improve. I main Ashe. Are there any tips for Ashe? Wait, I'm not a great player. I jump between silver and gold and struggle to improve. I main Ashe. Are there any tips for Ashe in low ranks? Yes. If you struggle in silver and gold, it's purely because you are in front of the enemies. Try to avoid being in the enemy's line of sight. Try to attack them where they're not looking. What would you do differently if you could go back 15 years back? Man, you know, everyone is a genius in hindsight, you know? Like, everyone is super genius in hindsight. What I would do, I would like work harder, I would do this, I would do that. But the only reason why I know how to do these things now is because of my experience. At the end of the day, you're like, you're born, you're not born with the experience. You build it yourself, and then it's like, you realize things along the way. But the simple answer would be you just, you know, don't be lazy, work hard, be dedicated, don't slack off, and don't be a bitch also, you know? Are there unwinnable matchups? Winston on King's Row versus Malga? No, there are no such thing unwinnable matchups, no. If unwinnable matchups were not possible, then... If unwinnable matchups were actually a thing, then people would not be able to climb one-tricking a character. Karim, thank you so much for the 8 months of the Prime, man. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, Awkward, by losing 3 divisions in 1 day, what do you think is the main problem? 3 divisions 1 day, so you mean like going from plat 5 to from plat 1 to, let's say, plat 3? Because I lost 3 divisions in every single game with consolation. Means that you haven't played good enough. I mean, it's like there's no way around it. You just haven't played good enough to on the average level. And that happens sometimes. Try to ask yourself what went wrong. Like, why did you die a lot of times? Did you get enough kills? Do you play any other games? Not so much. Who's a good solid tank to learn? Whatever you enjoy, man. Like, pretty much all of them are pretty good. I mean, some are better than others, but most of them are pretty good. So it means we didn't listen to our parents enough. Well, it depends on what your parents are telling you, right? I'm not saying that every single time your parents told you something, it's true or it's good advice. But however, I think they're like main principles in life, like don't be lazy, work hard, be a virtuous person, be a respectable person, are good things to have. Be physically in shape. Is it possible to get a free VOD review from you? It's I've limited to 5 gifted, let's say. You could have before, but now it's just 5 gifted. Is Ana harder to play this season? I believe so, yes. Hey, Awkward, wait, Awkward, I've had an idea. What if you change the format? Maybe something like I played 10 hours of Hero Name and teach how to play. That way you don't have to play for like 1,000 hours to get to GM. Well, they fixed the ranking system, and also Unranked GM is like super popular. It's when I make Unranked GMs myself, they're super popular, and it's for a reason, because I do them phenomenally well. And I'm not gonna change a winning recipe. Also, and then I struggle a lot with climbing against coordinated full dive team. I can manage when it's a 1v1, but if it's more than one, I fall apart. How do you work around this? Well, again, you want to isolate 1v1s. You have to constantly move. Against dive, you have to constantly move. You are a character with no mobility against characters with mobility. You have to move before they dive you. That's the only way for you to mitigate the fact that you have no movement and they do. Hey, Awkward, there's hope for me, a 42-year-old person working 8 hours every day who plays 2-3 hours on Sunday to be able to improve over plat? Absolutely, Tarum. And let me tell you more, actually. I've worked with many people who are over 40, who barely got time to play, and they've managed to rank up to ranks like Diamond, Masters, and I've had actually a few who hit GM beforehand. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not going to take you a while, because, playing 3 hours a week is a little bit low on not on the improvement aspect, but rather it just takes time to rank up. Like, you have to understand that in 3 hours, like you can maybe fit 3 games in 1 hour, including queue times, 3 games in 1 hour. So that means you're going to have 9 games a week, 9 games a week. That means that even if you win all of them, it's still going to take a while to rank up. You need to win approximately between 4 and 5 to go up 1 division. So, any tips for Soldier? Constantly move off angle, bro. Keep shooting. Oh, a lot of chatters. Would you hurt yourself if you work really hard for something that you feel important for you and you still fail? No? Herbata, thank you for gifting us subs, guys. We're at 600 subs. Wait, we're at 599 or 600? I don't know. It says 599 where I'm 599. I appreciate the gifted sub, though. Thank you so much. How much is Rankup Academy for Overwatch, or does it depend? Well, currently the price is 75. I've got some exciting news. Actually, the website is gonna go through a big change. We're gonna add many tiers. Basically, Rankup Academy is gonna go through a huge improvement. It's gonna be awesome. There's gonna be different tiers for different price points. And yeah, it's gonna be great. But currently now, if you'd like to join the price 75, if you'd like to hear about our new offer, you can send me a DM on Discord. It's currently on the website though. 600 now. Yeah, 600 subscribers. It's been a while. Deleted note, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 to Sashi Kwa. Let me tell you something about Sashi Kwa. Sashi Kwa has been consistently watching my stream for years. How is it possible that Sashi Kwa is not a sub? Hey, trying to grind with Juno. Is it on ranked GM still up to date with the perks and stuff? Thank you for the content. I don't have ranked GM on Juno. The number doesn't move. No, it's 601. It's updated now. Know that you have it's a very long question. Give me 1 second. When I was watching you before I download the game, you made everything easy and clear for me. But when I started playing the game, it felt like hell. And after watching them again, I got to know that you just have very good aim that makes your mistakes feel flawless. Don't you think that good aim is better than anything else? No, I don't think so. And I think that the reason why I have really good aim is because I have really good decision making. Now, I'll grant you that perhaps if I didn't have as good aim as I would have, I would maybe not have a very, like, 100% win rate on my ranked GM sometimes. Maybe they're going to be like 80, 75. But you have to understand, even on 75, even on 70 win rate, you're going to climb super fast. Who are the top 3-4 DPS right now in the game? I don't know, probably some pros. How do I get from platinum to diamond support? I keep getting teammates who don't do anything. You have to understand it's not your teammates who don't do anything. It still takes 550. Wait, 599 on the screen. Give me 1 second. Let me fix that. I need to do the refresh. Sometimes you can just do the refresh. Wait. Am I getting scammed? Hello? I don't know why it hasn't updated, but we're 601. I don't know why I didn't update. Is Miguel a sub? No, he doesn't sub to white people. She don't rank the GM with no crosshair? Is it possible to balance life and productivity along with gaming? It feels like a huge struggle. Well, it depends on how much. First of all, it depends on your priority, right? What are your priorities? If you're literally like struggling in poverty, man, I would probably advise you not to play video games whatsoever, right? But you can definitely like game 1-2 hour a day. Like, and we are not machines. I mean, we would like to be sometimes machines that can just like work, but we do spend a lot of time doing sometimes like random shit. But I would prefer to at least purposely do random shit that I enjoy. Like, for example, hobbies, for example. Instead of like scrolling on TikTok, I would rather have a hobby. You understand? Like, instead of watching Netflix, I would rather have a hobby. You can argue the point that both of them are a waste of time, but at least one kind of like, helps you with some things. First of all, fun. Two, kind of like taps into your competitive drive. Three, it enhances your decision-making abilities. Like if you play chess, critical thinking, chess, Overwatch. Unless you play Overwatch like a noob. Awkward. Can you do a bronze to GM on 6v6 bowl? It's oddly specific. Why is that? Have you been struggling on bowl? If my queues are like 20-30 minutes long, even Masters 5 on support console, do you think it's worth my time to keep pure? Might as well play another role on PC? Dude, 20-30 minutes is kind of crazy. You know what I would advise you, man? Think about it. Let me do the math for you, bro. Let me do the math for you. Let's say that you play like 3 hours a day, right? That means that 3 hours a day, that means that you play, let's say, average game of Overwatch 15 minutes. So you're going to sit in queue for, let's say, 20 minutes. 20 minutes for 15 minutes of gameplay. So that's like 35 minutes. 30, so 60 times 3, that's 180 hours. 35 minutes. So let's say you're probably going to be spending like at least, let's say, an hour-ish, more than an hour, like around an hour in queue. Not perfect math, I know. How many gaming sessions will it worth for you to spend in queue and do nothing rather than like maybe get a PC? It's like if you lose, let's say on average, like in a month, like 30, 40, 50 hours just sitting in queue. Wouldn't it be worth it to like do something instead of these 50 hours to save up for a PC? And then you would like not have the queue times. Hear me out, bro. Trying to convert people from console to PC. Yo, Awkward, you are tapped into peak media rights. Have you read The Climber? No? Don't rank to GM with a VR headset on Stadium, only junk with no crosser and 15 cents. That sounds reasonable. It's possible to play Zara on any map? Yes. What is the mindset you should have to get better in Overwatch 2 to reach top 500 and in general in life? I want you to answer this as cool as possible. Well, the first thing is to understand that the only person who can get you to top 500 is yourself. There are no external factors. It's not your teammates. It's not your daddy genes. It's not your mama genes. It's not because you're bowling. The only reason why you're not ranking up is because you're not playing good enough. It's on you to find out why you're not playing good enough through a lot of repetition, a lot of effort, and dealing with a lot of losses. And after you deal with a lot of losses, putting as much effort into learning your mistakes, just going over and over, eventually you'll be top 500. Awkward, did you go to university? No. Awkward, I struggle with keeping my debts below 6 as Cassidy. Even when trying to focus distance and cover, my debts will remain high, 7.3, 7.5. Very, 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 very high number, 7.3, 7.5. Can't you just use mouse and a keyboard? Overwatch puts you in PC lobbies. Don't do that, please. Don't ruin it for us console players. Don't plug in PC and a keyboard into the fucking thing, man. I've watched too many videos on Twitter of console players plugging their keyboard and mouse. How turn games like these when the whole team, including me, is falling apart? Well, all you have to do is just... Sometimes some games are just unwinnable, man. Some games are just unwinnable, right? But the thing is, you don't know what an unwinnable game is. Like sometimes I thought that a game is unwinnable, but I managed to win it. You can't claim that a game is unwinnable. You can say after the game, oh man, that was really, really hard game to win. We got stumped. It is what it is. We move on and go next. No need to like dwell so much in just one lost game. Who cares? Just move on. Learn. Ask yourself, what could have I done better? Move on to the next game. What's up, guy? Just got a new job and ranking up in game as well. Thanks for what you do. Awkward. Happy to help it, Bar. What's your opinion on Farah? It feels like she's too fragile, especially into Ashe and Soldier. She's fragile for people who don't know how to utilize natural cover and take angles and timing. I'm console and PC lobbies now masters all roles. I'm console and PC lobbies now masters all roles. Okay. Are you afraid when you take the plane? Sometimes. Sometimes. And like I don't have fear of flights, but sometimes. You know how like sometimes the plane is making some sus moves? And like you hear some sus sounds? Shit squeaking. You know what I'm talking about? Gabsy, thank you for the 6 months. And Ozempic Widowmaker, thank you for 5 gifted. I'm assuming you want to have VOD reviews. Is that correct? Awkward, I main Reaper and usually have the most kills in the lobby but low damage as they flank and don't shoot tank. Is that bad? It's only bad if you're not winning. Alright, you can send me a code, send me a rank, and send me the hero, man. Ranked to GM, but you can only use characters bad for the map you're playing on. That would be interesting. Where do you apply for vote review? For how much is it? It's 5 gifted. 5 gifted subs. It's 1 per person as well. So if you've been vote reviewed before, you can. Sorry. Alrighty. Ozempic Widowmaker. Hero rank. And code. Hero rank and code. Are you vote reviewing anyone? Can it even be me? If you give 5 gifted, then sure. I'm already subbed. Can I do 4 gifted for a vote review? No, just 5 gifted. Sub or no sub. Gotta keep it clean. Cordy, are you cheapening out on 1 gifted for yourself? Cordy, be honest. Is 1 gifted really the difference between you wanting to get a vote review or not? Be honest with me here. Silver 1 Genji. All right, let's begin. If you were to hit Overwatch 2 development team, would you bring 6v6 back as the main mode or roll back Season 9? First of all, I would roll back Season 9. Second of all, I would probably fire like 90% of the staff and bring competent people and not DEI hires. Not sorry. And yeah, that's what I would do.
Ready for battle.
I got a vote review the other day. Can I get one today as well? When did you get a vote review? Right, I'm assuming you're Thick Tracer because you said that your nickname is a little bit out of pocket. Is that correct? Awkward. I play Kiriko and I try to do the 4-step plan, yet always seem to end up with a dead team. Is because I'm slow in execution, or is it because I'm systematically trying to heal my team adequately? Yes, because you forget to heal your team. You have to remember, once they are starting to die, you have to go back. You have a TP and just go back and heal them. All right, Ozempic Widow, let's watch.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
All right. Did anybody see something? Real quick question. Did anybody see something? Like maybe a mosquito was flying through? Did anybody see a mosquito? Did anybody see something like that? Did anyone feel the breeze of this lady? Probably a guy, but this lady? Right, so target priority, man. When a Mercy is using the movement cooldown, that's your target. Not the Reaper that is getting pocketed by a Mercy. And because you try to use your dash into a Reaper that is getting pocketed by Mercy, you have no means to escape and then you end up dying. To be honest, all you had to do is literally just walk up and shoot the Mercy and then finish the kill with a dash. That's what you should have done and you would have won the fight. Bad target priority, too much frontlining. That's how it started. All the replays are gone. There was a patch. Yeah. They deleted the patch. They deleted the code yesterday. Here you go. Here we go. Okay. Nice. Okay. So let me show you something real quick. Like let me show you the problem that I have. it happened to work out fine because, how do I say this nicely? This is silver. But you're kind of walking to the middle of the point in front of everybody that is looking at you, like looking at that direction. Monkey could jump on you, Ashe could shoot you. They weren't because your Junker Queen decided to run at them in a straight line. But let me show you something. It's a principle that you're missing out on since the beginning. You killed the monkey, fantastic. But instead of walking in front of them where they can see you, could you not just use one of your best abilities, which is wall climb, and end up right here where the Ashe can't see you? Wall climb, boom, surprise element, right click dash, she is dead. The problem right now that you're facing is that you're spending way too much time in the front. You have no element of surprise. Now, I hope I don't hurt anybody with this, but when you play in silver or even gold, everywhere you go is the element of surprise. People don't know where the hell they're looking. They're like headless chickens, you know? They're looking everywhere. They're like, oh, you know, they're like robots. They're like AI. So you can surprise them anywhere. That being said, the problem even in bronze, silver, and gold is that if you end up in front of people, they'll still shoot at you. So you want to avoid being in front of people on mobile characters as much as you can, even on mobile characters. Yeah, but mobile characters are much easier to do that with. So instead of walking like this, you just wall climb like this, and then she simply cannot see you, which means you don't take damage, which means you're more likely to kill her. You dash here, don't you? You dash here. I know it. I know it. I know it. And you double down on the dash. That's kind of the fact that you live here is criminal, but it's all right, you know. Oh, never mind. You don't live here. Want to know why you don't live there? It's because you use your dash when you're in danger into their spawn without having the ability to confirm the kill properly. Uber Goose, thank you for the prime, man. Appreciate it. So second time that you died is because you use your dash when you cannot confirm the kill. And you didn't have to get away. Walking to the middle of the point, front line. Now let me ask you real quick. Are you there with us? Ozempic Widow. I paid for a VOD review the other day. Can I pay for another one today? No, it's only one per person. If you're interested in getting more VOD reviews, Rankup Academy.gg, man. That's where you should go. So, Ozempic, what is the likelihood of you killing a full HP Vulcan Mercy? Oop. Yeah, close to 0. So would it be fair to say that you should have just walked here? And if you walk here, you would surprise the Brig and kill her? What is the problem to do another account and give another 5 subs again? It's because, first of all, that's disingenuous. You're taking away the opportunity from other people to get out of it. Number 2, you can just see the nickname, man. So you should have just created an off angle, just wrap around. Off angle would surprise them from behind. That's what you should have done. Instead, you're chasing a Vulcan Mercy forever. And that is why you contribute nothing to the team fight. Number 1, you die because you use your dash on like you try to kill a Mercy that has more than half the HP, and the dash would not confirm the kill, which means you don't have the ability to get out. Number 2, you're in front of enemies. Number 3, you had the wrong target priority. Because you try to shoot somebody that you're never going to kill. Okay, finally you're wall climbing. This guy's just literally AFK. You see, this I like. And the crazy part about this, the insane part about this whole thing, is that you shoot them from here and they don't even look at you. Like, the only time in this game that you decide, let's not frontline, let's take an off angle, no one even looks at you in this rank. That's why off angles in meta ranks are so powerful. Literally, just by off angle, we'll be able to win. I don't know why you're trying to block the payload here instead of just getting the kills. Your team is fighting, everyone's fighting, and you're just blocking the payload. It's a waste of time what you're doing right now. You just go for the kills. Like, this is crazy what I'm watching. Whatever I'm just watching is crazy. What did I just witness, bro? Look. You decide, let's not go main. Let's go to an off angle. No one is even paying attention. No one. Look at them. Why did you dash out? Ozempic Widow, why did you dash? No one is even looking at you. Dude, that's what I'm telling you. Meta ranks off angles are so OP because no one is looking at you. You're behind enemies, no one is looking. You could have just kept shooting the pylon. This guy has no wraith. You shoot him with a shuriken and you dash and confirm the kill. The problem is that you get behind them and you don't shoot, bro. Ozempic Widow, you get behind them and you don't shoot. Nice. You see, that's a kill confirmation. That's a kill confirmation, which means you get your dash receipt back. So if you're in danger, you can dash out. Mercy's trolling. Mercy's actually hard trolling here. And you kind of dash. I mean, I get it. That was like a 50-50. You didn't know if you could get the kill. She was low enough. Nice. Actually, your mechanics are actually pretty good for silver, just so you know. And you see, that's kind of like the proof that mechanics are not... Well, with mechanics that are way above silver, he's still silver. Why? Because your mechanics are not going to help you if you make not so good decisions. So what did we learn about Ozempic's Widow bot here on Genji in silver? Is that, number one, when he is behind the enemies and not in front of them, they literally don't pay attention. But the problem is that when Ozempic Widow gets behind the enemies, he simply doesn't shoot them. So the first step that you should do is utilize your wall climb, utilize the map to get around and behind and above the enemies where they're not looking. Enemies are looking here. I don't want you to be on their crosshair, man. I want you to be here, 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 anywhere they're not looking. Why? Because they don't pay attention. If they don't pay attention, you have the element of surprise. When you have the element of surprise, you can shoot them a couple times before they turn around. And when you shoot them a couple times before they turn around in front of their face, or rather behind them, you can get them low enough so they can confirm the kill with a dash. And if you confirm a kill with a dash, you have a dash reset. If you have that dash reset and they turn around, boom, you just can use the dash to get out. So the first thing is that, as I said, try to get the element of surprise the enemies. Stop spending your time in front of them. Try to constantly get behind them and try to get kills on them as quickly as possible from behind. Worst case scenario, they turn around and it's not working, just dash out. Which leads me to point number 2, is that you're trying to force your way through with your dashes into enemies that are not dying. For the most part. And I'm very careful of my words here because one time another streamer took what I said and like made it into a hyperbole. Most of the time, the way you use your dash is to get out or to confirm a kill. If you utilize your dash to do like damage into a team that is not going to get kill confirmation, you're going to find yourself in front of the entire enemy team with no dash and you will die. So the only time you should most of the time that you want to dash into enemies is when they're low enough for you to kill them with a dash, which means they're like 40, 50 HP, whatever it may be. Depends if you have the perk or not as well. So make sure that you utilize your dash most of the time to confirm kills, and if you are in danger, simply get out. And the way you know and the way you get them into a place where you can confirm the kill is by getting behind them, throwing shurikens, getting them low, and then if they turn around and they got healed, you dash out. If they didn't get healed and they're low, you just dash and confirm the kill. You got this, Zempic. I believe in you, man. You got this. How much you get it reviewed? 5 gifted. 5 gifted subs for a bot review. Uber Goose, I think I said thank you, but thank you for the prime if I haven't already, man. You know, I once beat Apply on Zarya thanks to an awkward and ranked to GM. All power to you, man. It's really nice to beat streamers for the first time. Like once you get to the rank where you hit the lobbies and you beat them for the first time, it's a good feeling, you know? Because like most people think that streamers are like some kind of like elite level players, and because they're popular, I understand that. You know, I used to be like that. I remember when I got like the first times that I got into streamers games and like pro games, and I beat them, I was like, oh my god, I'm so good, I'm amazing. But yeah, pro players, best players, streamers, they lose sometimes. I like that CSGO video that you did. Thanks, man. I'm stuck at Masters 1. You know, Paul, a lot of people would swap trade places with you, man. But what do you think you're stuck at Masters 1? What is holding you back from GM? Hey, Awkward, I just started playing Overwatch 2 a month ago, and I'm Gold 4. I mainly play Sojourn, Bastion, and Soldier. I always do a lot of damage, but I struggle to finish the kills most of the time. The reason why you struggle to finish kills on these characters is because you are in front of their face. if you are in a position that surprises them, it's much easier to confirm the kills. So you're either shooting from too far away, or you're simply standing in front of them, which they can react to with their cooldowns, just hide from you because they see you. But if they don't see you, and you all of a sudden start shooting at them with Bastion, Sojourn, and Soldier, they won't have time to react, and you simply kill them. I beat Ostrix and ML7, but lost to Vistola. Personal opinion, Vistola is just better. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Vistola is just better. Common mistakes of a Diamond Ana: not enough damage, playing too scared, very rarely using cooldowns. Can you do unranked to global elite in CS? They actually did more than unranked to global elite. They did unranked to 3000 elo and face it. Way more impressive. Like, significantly more impressive. I just saw which streamers back then? Oh man, I don't even remember. I don't even remember at that point. I got an ad. Hey man, you got the 5 gifted, but didn't sub yourself. Hint, hint. Redacted with 26 months. Good to have you here, Redacted, for 26 months, man. Good to have you here, dude. I was never against you tank at one point. Man, you've improved a lot, OG, man. You're getting in these high elo lobbies. What's your rank? I remember your nickname. You used to be like metal rank, weren't you? You're like plat? Maybe I think I remember correctly. Yeah, I think you were like plat or like diamond, low diamond. What's the best character to start on as a new player on each role, man? Like, whatever you enjoy, just play the characters. You have 20. You need to be a certain level on quick play, right? I think it's level 25. I don't know if they change it or whatever. But you have the time to try out the characters in quick play and just play what you enjoy. Who is the best player to see him playing Overwatch? Say, holy shit, this dude is another level. I don't consider anybody to be on another level. Like, on another level. But I do find some players impressive. I mean, especially one tricks that hit really, really high ranks. Like, I remember I used to be really, really impressed with Chasm's Ball when he used to play. Chasm on Ball. I thought, like, how the fuck did this guy play Ball and hits rank 1? How is that possible? You know, you have people like Alvikets on Genji. You have the Gertmeister on Junkrat. Like, the one tricks that get to a high rank, like, how the hell are they winning every game? On these, like, on literally not swapping ever. That's impressive. Your tank video is massive. I literally climbed to plat 2 to master 5 and it took me 12 hours. That's impressive. Which one? Which tank video? The only tank video you need? Is that what you're talking about? Can I go next? Hey, 5 gifted men, you can go next anytime. Unless you got voted before. In which case you can. What do you think is the worst hero in the game right now? Worst in terms of what? In carry potential? Mercy. The worst hero to carry with is Mercy. And then it's Lifeweaver. Hey man, I said it's the only tank video you need. You managed to climb from plat to masters. You know, that's the title. You see, it's not clickbait. I sent you the gift to my Twitch account. All right. Why can't Lifeweaver carry? Okay, it's not that he can't. It's just not reliable. Carrying comes down to 2 things: ability to surprise the enemies and consistent damage. Doing damage per second, as much damage per second, burst damage per second, consistently. Lifeweaver doesn't have both. He doesn't surprise the enemies because he's supposed to stay at the back and heal and fucking pull people when they're in danger. And number 2, his burst damage is kind of ass because you're never going to be close to the enemies to do enough damage. Sense8, thank you for the 5 gifted. Send me a code, send me your hero, and send me your rank, man. Let's get to it. Let's get you to rank up, baby. Let's go. Let's get to it. New system, wiped out the codes, new codes. Love to see it. Played 2 games today. Won one, lost one. And then by the way, my fucking PC crashed. Masters 1 Reaper. I felt like I couldn't surprise the enemies. All right. Felt like couldn't surprise the enemies. My suspicion is just overall not so great TP usage, but let's find out. I don't like to suspect. I like to watch and observe.
Ready for battle. One. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
All right. I think we're waiting a little bit too long here. Took you too long to engage, but it paid off, I'd say. Good TP, I like it. The only issue that I've already had is that it just took you too long to initially engage. You could have just went for the Wu Yang. It was by himself or even the Zen, but it's fine. Look, just by looking at what characters they play, they virtually have no healing. Their healing is so fucking ass. If you go for Zen, there's no one to protect it. Or Wu Yang for that matter. Actually, Wu Yang can heal. Okay. Problem number 1. That TP, what does it lead to? The enemies? Absolutely not. Therefore, it's not a great TP. Where you should have TP'd is probably over here. Then you would have had access to the Wu Yang half HP and access to the half HP Doom. You essentially have to ask yourself, where's the damage? Answer 1, here. Answer 2, here. And obviously it's answer 2 because answer 1 doesn't put you in a position to do anything. You have to understand your team is fighting, you're going to be AFK now. I like the way you use your ship though. Okay, now it's time to TP, look. Here you got the... Shoot this guy. Bam. TP here, here's your guy. Okay, this is also fine. I didn't have to use shift, and you didn't have to go back to your team. You could have just like fought the Doom here. You win the 1v1. It's okay. What did I say at the beginning? My suspicion that it's going to be a TP problem usage. And I think that every single TP up until now has not really surprised the enemies whatsoever. There's not a single TP on an off angle behind them where you can start shooting. It was like a TP to the high ground and then let's go to drop in front of their face after like 5 seconds. My suspicion is starting to reveal itself, Zayt. I feel like I was in their face. I want to do a sneaky spot. You're in their face because you're not tipping behind them. Saying hi to Doomfist, that's a classic. But you need to start shooting, man. Start shooting here, man. This TP is okay-ish. I think you could have TP'd over here. Actually, you should have TP'd maybe over here. But, man, not over here. Over here would have been better. What's the rank? Masters 1. Oh, that's gonna be great. You can TP in just a second and ult them. You tried. But you see, like, Zayd, you like, I know you failed your TP, but at what point in time in the past 3 minutes that we've been watching, you actually TP'd behind them? Not a single time, man. Not a single time. Here, many options. Here, like, TP here. TP here. Boom, boom, boom. Reaper ult. You've been just holding this corner forever. Mei is pushing. Okay, go for the Mei. Doom is pushing. Okay, go for the Doom. Just go for whoever you can. You're not doing enough damage. You're not TPing behind them. Playing the frontline Reaper. Look at this nerd. Nice, nice. Nice try. But then I can go back to my team with a shift. You could. Of course you can. Nice. I want to see a TP on top. Okay. They saw you TP. Like they saw you TP, so they obviously are going to turn around. This Reaper ult was telegraphed from 50 miles away. Anybody could see it coming. Nice try though. Hey, listen. If they see you, you can't ult. You can do that in meta ranks because people are not going to see you and they're not going to be able to react to you. Masters 1, if they see you, you can't ult. They're just gonna deny it. Ults have to be surprising in this rank. You TP'd here, but the issue is that instead, like you TP'd here, they don't see you. Why the hell are you shooting at the Genji from 50 miles away? Try to maybe drop 1, 2, bye. You need to shoot close distance. You don't need to shoot far away. So you TP into a position that is surprising, but then you ruin the surprise by shooting at them from far away. Again, shooting from far away. They're not paying attention to you. Drop down. Walk forward. Zayt, you have your race to get out. Why are you so scared to walk into the enemies? This whole thing, look, everyone's been dying on your team. You didn't even try to shoot the enemies. I mean, you did from far away, but it doesn't really do anything. He's raising enough if 3 chase him? Yes. Going to the off angle. Finally. Okay. This is the first time that in 5 minutes that you've made a proper engagement. You TP'd to the off angle. Before shoot, you didn't... Hey guys, didn't wave at anybody, didn't shoot. You closed the distance on a target that you can potentially kill, and you started shooting when you're up close. Fantastic. Great. And do you think it's a surprise that you win the fight? No, it's not a surprise, man. I mean, you could have used your Wraith or TP, but instead of walking in the open space... My bad. Don't win the fight. Bad call. You should have won the fight if you just didn't walk in the middle of the point.
2, 1.
Now walk in. Thank you. Great. Look how... Why did you wraith out? Hello? Zayt. Force Zen to go back. Force May Ice Wall. You're full HP. Distraction. Everyone's looking at you. You're full HP. Fight them. Fight them a bit. Oh, okay. Now I'm here. Let's just get out. So in short, Zayt, what did you learn? That you simply don't engage the enemies whatsoever. You might think in your head that you do, but like it happens once every 3 minutes. Only once every 3 minutes you make a proper engagement. But you need to make a proper engagement once every 10 seconds. Reaper is about tipping in, trying to get a kill, shifting out. Tipping in, surprising enemies, shifting out. Tipping in, surprising enemies, shifting out. That's the loop of what Reaper gameplay should look like. Not shifting not in, shifting to a high ground that is far away, shooting at them from far away, and then getting poked out and then shifting out. That's the main issue you have. So, Zayt, start TPing behind enemies every single time that you have your TP. Every single time that you have your Wraith, actually, you need to TP behind the enemies, which then you need to close the distance on them because that's where Reaper's most effective range is, not from far away. Don't shoot from far away and let them know that you TP'd behind them. TP, drop on them, or TP, walk to them, start shooting. When they turn around and you're in danger, you simply use your Wraith to get out, and you do that on repeat. So now, Zayt, with that information, you're going to hit GM. What's the key for VOD? Go next. How many gifted for live coaching? I'm not going to do live coaching today. What about your exit routine? How do you plan it? Whatever gets you out of that situation. You don't need to plan it. You can just see where the enemies are and where they're not, and you just go where they're not. True Zeno, by the way, I think we've had a vote of you. You had a vote of you before, so it's only one per person. Do you have any suggestions for a Master 2 Lucio, Wuyang, Kiriko to hit GM and keep climbing? Suggestions? First of all, don't play Lucio, Wuyang, and Kiriko. Stick to mostly one. That would be my first advice. Second one, it's really hard to tell. This like have to look at your gameplay. Thank you guys for the follows, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, Date. Like, yeah, I think that if you implement the advice, I'm very confident you can hit Grandmaster in no time. Again, guys, 5 gifted for both of you. 5 gifted only today. Only today. I'm kidding. It's not only today, but we're doing it today as well. The vote reviews are essentially when I decide vote review. But as I say, vote reviews are just disclaimer. Disclaimer, the vote reviews that I do here are essentially an add-on for the things that we do in Rankup Academy, my private coaching. If you're interested in private coaching and you have a large budget, shoot me a DM on Discord because they're more expensive than Rankup Academy. Rankup Academy is a month-to-month basis service. Currently going through a big upgrade. We currently have 2 offers, only one on the website. If you want to hear about the second offer, should be at the end of the Discord. If you're an existing member of Rankup Academy, by the way, you can upgrade your current membership. Should be at the end of Discord if you're interested in hearing about it, guys. So if you remotely care about improving, you should consider joining Rankup Academy. If you get a vote of you here, the way to ensure that you're actually doing the things that I told you to work on in the vote of you today is to join Rankup Academy and say, hey, Awkward did the vote of you for me, and he told me to work on Zayd, for example. Told me on consistently engaging with my TV behind him, closing this, not shooting from far away, and disengaging and doing it as many times as possible. Coach, can you make sure that I am on the right path, and we'll work with you from there. Hey, Express. Do you think one should one-trick a character and invest into it on DPS? I think that you should invest into it in whatever role that you enjoy. One-tricking, unfortunately, depends on the character, but it's for the most part not like one-tricking. You'll get your hero band. So I would focus like 85% of my playtime on one hero and 15% on another one. That's what I would do. So let's say you have 10 hours. I would focus 8.5 hours on one character and 1.5 hours on another character in case the character that I want to improve at gets banned. My team banned my preferred characters. Yeah, just Overwatch things. They do it sometimes. What's a good ratio of playing versus self-vote reviewing? It's a good question, and it really depends. I think that most people just do not so good of a job about VOD reviews, and that's why coaching services in general are quite a big demand. But I think that you should mostly be playing the game. I think that for every hour that you play, you should probably spend like 5 to 10 minutes VOD reviewing. And just when I say 5 to 10 minutes VOD reviewing, I mean you need to at least have an idea of what the biggest problem in your game is and work on that thing while playing. And you VOD review to make sure that you are actually implementing the thing that you want to fix. So for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say that one of your biggest problems on Ana is that you don't do enough damage. Just don't do enough damage. You heal a lot, but you do damage, but sometimes. So you want to focus on it in the game, and then you should look at the game after and spend like the first, spend like 3-4 minutes looking at the VOD and ask yourself, can I do damage here? Yes, why am I not doing damage? Just an example. Look at the beginning of the match, the middle of the match, and ask yourself, am I doing enough damage? Am I putting myself in position to damage? Could have I done damage here? Just like an example. Have you seen who's rank 1 DPS? No, I haven't seen. Hello, Awkward. Thanks to you, I switched from playing Mercy only to Ana and started dealing damage. I climbed from Bronze 1 to Silver 2. I know it's still very low, but I'm happy anyway. First of all, man, going from Bronze to Silver is impressive. Don't let any other person tell you that it's low. Any progress is fantastic. It's amazing. Good job. Welcome to the good side. Welcome to the Ana players, not the Mercy players who just heal bot and damage boost people that don't know how to play the game, and then they lose even though they did the right thing. Congratulations. Good job. While I agree on your statement that counter is in the way, do you agree that Echo OTP is really difficult on maps like Havana, Rialto, and Masters? Yeah, I can state that they are difficult, but not impossible. Is the rank role dependent, or each role has its own rank? Each role has its own rank. Is it true that there is a rank inflation this season due to the rank reset? I believe so, yeah. I think that people get to very, very high ranks because they get a strong boost in placements. I'm really bad at not rushing cooldowns. Well, that's the thing you should focus on. Hey, Paul, let's slow down. Let's make sure that we slow down with our cooldowns. Let's make sure we're more deliberate and precise. Make sure we're actually getting value out of them. Value means a lot of damage that potentially leads up to a kill. The best form of value is a kill. Damage leads up to a kill is fantastic value. Let's not throw it in a full HP tank before anything even happened. Let's let the enemies commit a bit and then throw my nade on somebody that can actually die, like a half HP tank. Zenyatta is overextending. The fucking Tracer that I slept. What do people get from the Rankup Academy subscription more than your VOD reviews? Like one long-term coaching. First of all, you just get more than a VOD review. You get the VOD review, you get live coaching, you get consistent feedback with assignments that are essentially clips that you send that demonstrate you working on the things that you were told to work on in the VOD review and the live coaching. Assignments something you can send daily. You can get daily feedback on your stuff. But also, we also have another tier. Now it's not shown on the website. We have a weekly session, so weekly VOD review. So what you're seeing here is essentially just one VOD review. In Rankup Academy, you'll get more VOD reviews and more sessions and more feedback to make sure that you're actually implementing the advice. We make sure that you're actually working on those things. We remove all the guesswork. There's no, am I doing this correctly? No, you send it over and we'll tell you exactly if you're doing it correctly. And if not, we'll help you. We'll tell you what you should be doing. And if you are, we'll say, yes, doing great. Good job. And we'll show you exactly what you are doing correctly. Hey, again, awkward Sweetie Pie here. Have a good swing. Thank you so much, Sweetie Pie. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Do you think Brig has a 4-step plan? I'm stuck GM4 with her. I'm too aggressive to keep uptime, but then I died more. So you need to be aggressive and constantly have uptime. You need to use your shield bash to get away from the dangerous situation. Yeah, dude, let's go. Awkward is right. Bronze is straight up bot. Silver is like where 4-year-old toddlers just game conscious play. When did I say that? How am I right if I didn't say that? Important that when adjusting to a new playstyle, you can lose a few games. Be aware and don't get discouraged and revert to your old habits. Leardon made an absolutely correct statement. I just want to correct Leardon on one thing. It says that when you're adjusting to a new playstyle, you can lose a few games. You can lose a lot of games, not just a few, a lot. And that's completely okay. How was your Yom Kippur? Very quiet. You know, most of you are probably not Israeli, so you don't know what Yom Kippur is. Basically, it's kind of like a Jewish, you can call it a holiday. So everything is closed. Everything is closed in Israel. Absolutely everything is closed. You cannot drive a car. You fast for 24 hours. You don't drink. You don't eat. Everything is closed. You will not see a car on the road because driving is not allowed unless it's for an emergency, like going to the ER. So it's quiet. Everything is closed. No electricity, no nothing. You can just walk outside. I mean, of course, the road is lit up because it's automatic. It's automatically lit up, but you will not see a road. So all the kids are like driving their bicycles. It's a very, very quiet day. It's a very quiet 24 hours. What do you think about Alvicat hitting rank 1? I didn't see he hit rank 1, but doesn't surprise me at all. I think he's a good player. Doesn't surprise me. He's a great player. Champion 2, rank 1. He's a good player. Are you fasting? Yom Kippur is over, so don't need to fast anymore. Technically, you're allowed to drive, but people won't do it 99% of the time. Yeah, I mean, legally, you can drive. It's just that people just don't do it. Because also, it's very dangerous to drive because there's so many kids with bicycles. You don't want to hit them by accident. Did you fast though? No. For not this year, no. Chad, I'm struggling to flank its Kiriko in my games. Does anyone have any proper tips? I've been trying a lot more Vaxta. I'm not sure how Vaxta helps with flanking on Kiriko. Did you eat pork? No, I don't even like pork. Hey, Awkward, it's Ilta. Good to have you here, Ilta. I'm fast. I'm sure you are, Gabsio. I'm not Overwatch related, but favorite food, Awkward. I'd like a lot of counted food. Good burger. Yeah, good burger, maybe. Are these VOD reviews one per person for life? I mean, yeah, for life. As much as they can track your life, man. I mean, if you show up in like a year and ask for a VOD review, it might not remember you and you might have a chance. But I think that if you wait 1 year to get a VOD review, it's a big waste of your time. Join Rankup Academy or get private coaching from me. I like landing my shots more, you know. The more you flank, the more you close the distance, the easier it will be for you to land your shots. And also, you will end up landing more shots the more you flank. Once per 10 years. How long do you fast Yom Kippur? It's 24 hours. No water, no eating. No electricity as well. Awkward, I just had a baby. Can we have another VOD review for the baby or for you? Any tips moving to a new country? I mean, the best tip I can give you is to find a routine. Sign up to a gym. Find a hobby where you can meet people. Get into a routine, a proper routine. Don't just like go to a new country, sit at home, do nothing. Find people only of your race, only talk to them in non-native language, then complain and be a victim. No electricity sounds so cool. You can always do it. Yes, individually everyone can do it, but when it's on when collectively people do it, it's different, man. You have to admit, religious or not, Yom Kippur is a very, very quiet day. It's very unique and it's very quiet. Like finally, everyone's taking a chill pill, you know? Everybody's relaxed. No one's fucking in a rush to do anything. How do you play versus Doomfist on Kyrie? I swear this champ punches my head in on cooldown. Well, you will not be able to die to a punch unless it's empowered. You can always TP out after the punch or before the punch. And also, Doomfist will not be able to punch you if you just wall climb. I think wall climb is the best way to play against Doomfist. They punch in a straight line. All you have to do is climb above. Doom is actually insane in low rank soccer. They always empower him and then they strain groups. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Doomfist is a very, very strong tank. He has the ability to surprise the enemies and he has very good kill potential if you have an empowered punch. Nobody speaks my language or English. Where are you moving to, then? What countries don't speak English? Like, is it some... but even Asian countries? Bosnia? Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you're gonna learn like the language a bit, at least conversationally, the more you try to talk about it. You're such a cutie, thank you. Forgotten, thank you for the Prime. 8 months, been busy with uni and stuff, gone from gaming, but remember I still have this Prime stuff. Wishing you all the best, Sucker. Thank you so much, Forgotten, man. I appreciate it. And good luck in school. Not good at speaking? Okay, it will take time, man. Most people who move countries eventually learn to speak the language. Maybe not amazing, but at least conversationally. I've talked about Brig before and never know which major perk to take. Can you guide me? First of all, I don't remember the perks on top of my head. Let's check them out. Let me help you, bro. Melee attacks reduce the repair pack by 0.5. Inspire Lester single over activate a whip jump. Combat medic is a no-brainer. It's a very, very strong perk. You should find yourself swinging on the enemies very often anyways. The 3-second extension on Inspire doesn't do anything for you because you should be constantly triggering your Inspire regardless. Major, Shield Bash grants 30% increased movement speed for 2 seconds. Inspire healing is instant when activated by Shield Bash. Okay. Whip shot, knockback, and slam enemies into wall, dealing 50 extra damage. Both can work. Both can be good. I think the extra damage is slightly better because it secures more kill potential. That's all. So, more kill potential, more ability to carry. Take that one, in my opinion. But this one wouldn't be a bad option. But I would prefer the damage one. I'm the damage guy, remember. Did you go to uni? Absolutely not. No, I did not. My education is high school diploma, barely. How many bar reviews are in queue? Not at all at the moment. What are you doing outside of coaching? Just what I do is just help players play video games. That's what I do. Play video games better and rank up. $5 gift for both of you? Yes. How do I create value in Winston when they always switch to Bastion Reaper and Reaper keep me in check? Well, you just don't use... So you go in front of the Reaper Bastion... you go in front of a Bastion, make him use Surge Form, jump out. Now he doesn't have Surge Form and now he can kill him. I'm a bad... Shalom Awkward, how are you? I'm doing good, Sen. Good to have you here, man. I'm a bad Kiriko player, but I learned today how good being intentional with shots is so much better compared to just holding the button down. Yes? What win perks do you always pick? I like the one that does the healing when you do damage, and I like the one that brings the wave back. I don't like the triple water. Would you play Overwatch 2 if it was 20 versus 20? Probably not. Ever think about learning something? Overwatch isn't forever? Oh, yeah, but not in school. Does Sean play Overwatch still? I saw a new Carvid. New Carvid? What new Carvid, bro? But no, he doesn't play Overwatch. Like what? Probably. If Overwatch didn't exist, I probably would do sales. That's what I would do. When is it bad to play Wu Yang in your opinion? I play him every team comp. I actually don't think there's a certain like Wu Yang is a very versatile character. Sell me this pen. This pen is amazing. It has the most amazing ink ever. You failed. Sold? Absolutely not. What is the point of a triple water bow if it has decrease in damage and explosion? It has decreased damage and explosion per one, but if you hit all of them to combine together, it does a little bit more damage, but it's just a little bit. It's literally not worth it. Are you gonna play? No, we're gonna be doing bot reviews, man. QWERTY 123. Thank you for the 5 gifted, man. Let's send me a code, send me a hero, and send me a rank, man. Let's help you rank up, help you improve and rank up. How can I be constant? I have no idea what that means, Joel. I think you're constant. Your heart beat constantly. Your heart constantly beats. So you sent the code, but no rank, no hero. QWERTY, what is going on? Silver 2, Soldier 76. All right. How long have you been silver for, QWERTY? How long have you been silver for? Can you help me to rank up by logging to my account and play DPS?
Ready for battle.
Sure, but for $10,000. I'll do it right now on stream for $10,000.
Haram!
Months, okay. And what do you think you're in silver for months, QWERTY?
Like the sniper who shut out your
What's the best DPS to rank up this season? And we'll create an explaining video how to. I have many guides on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. Many DPSs. What's the best hero? The one that you are good at. First off, I have no idea why you're at the low ground looking at the door. I don't mind you looking at the door, but at least do it from the high ground over here.
Ready for battle.
Do you coach Mercy players? Yes, but my first advice is to not play Mercy. No, but I have coached Mercy players. And I helped them ranked up, just like a very, very long and tedious journey. All right, let's start with problem number 1. Sitting here on the low ground, sitting at the door. What is the problem with that position? The likelihood of you getting a kill by standing in front of them from far away is close to 0. And that's why I suggest that you always start on the high ground, because when you pop from high grounds, usually it means popping from an off angle. People are not going to be paying attention, and you'll be able to kill them. But let's see what he did.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
So, looking at this, what is the so quick question. What is the likelihood of a kill, and what is the likelihood of dying? That's a question for QWERTY, by the way. 0 and 100. Yeah, the likelihood of a kill is 0. The likelihood of dying is not 100, but it's significantly more than getting a kill, which means your positioning here doesn't benefit you. Also, you're shooting from way too far away. This position is actually a lot better. Good heal, like good damage back, good healing pad. You got him, fuck him up. Nice. Good job. So, problem number 2. Until Tracer showed up to your face, you shot the tank only. And how do I know it's a consistent problem? Is that the first thing you do after pushing Tracer, you push, like you push to shoot. There's a Wu-Yang here, bro. But what do? No, think. I want to shoot the tank. It's a big problem, man. You want to shoot the tank when there's no other available option. Here, all you had to do is shoot the Wu-Yang and he would have died. But instead, you shoot a full HP tank that is getting pocketed by his Wu-Yang. And now you're running away. So you're now in a position that they can't see you, and you move into a position that is in front of them. Can you explain the thought process here, QWERTY? Why did you move into a position where they're not looking at all, into a position they are looking? So they're looking here. So if they look here, they see you here, but they don't see you there. Can you explain the thought process of moving in front of them instead of keeping the position kind of behind them? It seemed like an awkward angle, so I tried to open up. This is a great angle. What do you mean? All you had to do is just shoot the Wu-Yang. That's all. This was a great angle. I like that you move away from the Hanzo. I don't like that you keep repeating him. Kind of gives me anxiety. I can't believe that an Ana in silver just shot you. That's insane. I really made a cultural difference in this game. Okay, move to a different position. I like it, but you're shooting at nothing, man. So I like that you drop down because you realize, okay, I'm not getting any damage here. It's quite dangerous. Let me move here and shoot a tank that is isolated. I like it. But what I don't like is that you drop down and you just shot at nothing. Where are you shooting at? All you have to do is literally run here and start shooting this guy and just kill him together with your tank. Why? Because he can't kill you. Because you have a support behind you, have a Sigma next to you, and he's half HP. You would kill him so quickly. All you have to do is just this, yeah? Took you a very long time, though. Good job. Would be a really good time to flank right now, by the way. So, as soon as you saw the enemies, let me show you. Enemies over here. They see you, you see them. That means you are not likely to get a kill. They're likely to get a kill. Because, well, Hans, there's still more damage to Soldier. What you should have done, whoop, here you go. Here, you go flank around. This guy's not paying attention. He's dead. Uh-oh. Yeah, he kind of dropped in front of them. I assume it was by accident. All right. By the way, let me show you something. I want to show you something really quick. Cordy, you know how you could have avoided this whole sequence of events and like the whole entire sequence of not getting a kill and then dying? There we go. Probably we've got a kill on Ana that is standing scoping over here, that is not paying attention. But what did he decide to do? Let's go in front of the enemies. Yes, technically you're on the high ground, but you're still on their crosshair. That's the problem. You are standing, even when on high grounds, you find yourself in front of the enemies too much. Very low element of surprise. Very low element of surprise. Now, if you take it to 5 gifted, we'll get to your VOD review in a bit. So that bridge is generally a better position? No, you don't need to think about predetermined positions on maps. You need to ask yourself, where the hell are the enemies not looking? And the answer is when they're here and they're looking there, they're not looking here. You understand? When they are here and they're looking there, they're not looking here. Understand? When they are here and they're looking there, they're not looking here or here for that matter. You want to be in positions where enemies are not looking so you can pop from these angles and surprise them. You're running in a straight line. You forget. Okay. Always, when you run away from people, try to run in zigzags. Instead of like in a straight line. When they're close to you, that is, yeah? They're far away, you can just run away. Here we go, here we go. You listen to me. So, same thing. Anzo, standing over here. Looking there. Where do you go? Here. Can he see you here? Well, yes, if he takes 2 steps back. Where cannot see if you go here. Helix rocket, you shoot. You see the difference? Here, he's not looking. He can't see this. He can't see that place. Look, he can't see the right side. Now he can when he turns around. But here, you would get surprised. You would get surprised if you just pick from that side instead of this side from 50 miles away that has no element of surprise. You kill him. Actually, I would even argue the point he could have picked here, but here he has plenty of time to react. I just said it here later. Yes, code, hero, and rank. You guys got to roll on defense. What the hell? I mean, I'm not surprised, if I'm being honest with you. Let's see what happens. Try to force the angle too early. Everybody sees you run to the flank. And that is why Ashe just goes back and, well, almost catches you. You walk into the dynamites. That's alright. Instead of staying behind the cover, you run in front of the enemies. All you have to do is just stay here so they can't shoot you, but instead you just run in front of the enemies. Whatever. Let's let it go. Could have shot the turrets. Again, what do? Run in front of the enemies. This is not a surprise. What you should have done is actually go here, wait, let the enemies pop, fight your teammates, then you pick. Boom, they're not paying attention. You just pop from them from behind. So, Cordy, what did you learn about your gameplay and why you've been stuck in silver for so long? Is that you simply don't get enough kills. Actually, I don't remember a single instance besides one tracer kill that you actually got a kill. I don't think you've gotten a kill. I think that the only kills you have got is on people that were super low HP because of your teammates. The Ashe, well, yeah, you guys would probably grab it. I don't even remember. But solo kills. Solo kills besides the tracer at the beginning, maybe the Ashe as well, I don't remember. And the reason for that is because, not because your aim is bad, but it's because you are not in positions to get kills. You're usually very, very far away, but more importantly, you are constantly in the enemy's line of sight. Wherever the enemies are looking, you're always there. The idea of playing any characters, but since we're doing a soldier VOD review, right, is that you want to be in a position where the enemies are not paying attention, pop from that position where they're not looking at the time that they're busy, and then pop. And then burst damage, helix rocket, and start shooting. So when the fight was over, instead of you going here to the door to shoot and not get a kill, what he could have done is walk around, set up, wait for the enemies to walk outside, look at your teammates, and then you would pop from here when they're not looking, and boom. Because they're not looking, you surprise them with a helix rocket and damage, and they probably die. Even if they don't die, they waste so many cooldowns, they go back, which gives you such a big advantage. And let's say you shoot here, helix rocket, they're 1 HP, go back, run behind the door. Here you go. There's your position. They cannot hide. I was the Ashe got hit by the Nama. You guys were right, yes. So the point is, Cordy, more flanking, more off-angling, and you pop from these angles when the enemies are busy with something else and don't pay attention. Stop spending so much time where enemies can just see you. They're like, if the enemies look here, you don't want to be here. You want to be here, you want to be here, you want to be wherever they're not looking. That's the biggest advice I can give you from your gameplay. That it will immediately take you to gold. Let me tell you something. It's probably gonna take you also out of gold. Right, moving on with knife. Oh my god. Knifey BR, dude. Knifey BR. And then we're gonna move with Then I Met You. Knifey BR, send a code. Send me your hero. Send me your rank. I'm Kiri Bap. Kiri or Bap, bro. Kiri or Bap. That's the problem. If you swap in the middle of the game, you're already doing something inherently wrong. Gifting just cause. I don't have a bot. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Then I Met You. You know, gifting without expecting anything in return is always appreciated. Very, very. Thank you so much, man. Do you have a VOD where you play just Kiriko or just Bap? What would you rather work on, Bap or Kiriko? What do you play more? Thought two heroes are optimal? Not in the same game. When you're trying to improve, you play here from start to finish. Yes, even if it means that if you swap, you might win. No one cares. You care about improving or you care about winning? I mean, you should, if you care about improving, you care about winning. But the question is, do you care about winning a lot or you care about winning a little? Where do you buy that shirt? Non-sponsored, Abercrombie. Abercrombie and Fitch. That's where the shirt is from. Knife. Let me know. Like, did you tell me when you check? And the first piece of advice, man, stick to one character from start to finish. Yes, even if it means you're gonna lose the game. You care about learning. You don't care about Kiriko, swap to Bap. We need to win. Nobody cares. Would you not play Kiri when your team have a dive, Genji ball, etc., and a Bap for Orisa? No, Kiri works great with dive. What are you talking about? Chat, did they wipe the code yesterday? Yes, they did. Let me go find a full Kiri VOD. All right. I mean, how long did he play Kiri in the VOD? Did he play it at least for 5 minutes? Did you play 5 minutes at least? If yes, it's fine. It's all good. We can look at the Kiri. And the VOD. Not a big deal. Let's take a look. What if they're both banned? You just play a character that you're not so great at, and you take the L. It's like saying, what if you go to the store that always open 24/7 and the owner died, so they closed the door, so they closed the store exactly where you at the time that you came and wanted to buy some chocolate. You just go the day without some chocolate, man. All right, let's see why you lost the round with Kiriko. Yo, awkward, do I dash instantly with a target is isolated on Genji, or do I use it to finish with melee? The proper answer, it depends. Depends how isolated is he and how safe it is would it be for you to dash into a full HP target. But the answer is, if somebody's isolated, just go to him, attack him with your secondary fire, and if you can kill him, just dash. If not, just dash out. What rank is this, by the way? That's correct. Good question. Do you think Cassidy is a viable option to be one of the two characters you main right now? Yes. Absolutely. Plat 2. Okay, you're Plat 2. So, you go main, you shoot down the Doom. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but the only reason why you almost died is because out of all the places you can be standing, you stand in the most open space. Here, you could do the same damage. Here, you can do the same damage, and if soldier shot you, could have just done this or this, but you decide to stay. Let's play right in the middle, and you almost die because of it. Thanks, Vector 13, thank you to Prime, man. I really appreciate it. 631 subs, guys. When was the last time you've seen with this amount of subs? So, I like the TP and help. I good Suzu. But why did you run away? You TP, Suzu. Damage, bro. He was finding someone. Try to find the guy that he was finding. Where's the damage? Ooh. Immediately, you TP, you heal the guy. Damage. I'm not seeing the damage action. I'm seeing the running, hiding action. TP to a diva, okay. Don't paying attention to a duo. Okay, you TP. I mean, there was no reason to TP to a diva. All you had to do is this. Walk. Oh, Doom. Shoot Doom. Oh, Doom punches me. TP. That's what he should have done. You need to TP into your diva that is in front of a bunch of enemies. But it's not the main problem. The main problem is that you just don't shoot the enemies enough. And also, you're in front of their face. Which is partly why you almost died at the beginning and then you died. So, Knife, are you aware of my content? Do you know what a 4-step plan is? Could you review Ma at game? Yeah, I could review his VOD. You can gift photo reviews to other people. Dude, you call it the engaged thingy. The engaged thingy. So you don't know what the 4-step plan is. So after the VOD review, I would like you to go to watch my the 4-step plan video just to get a refresher on what that actually is and how it's actually demonstrated. So let me briefly explain to you. 4-step plan is you engage the enemies, which means you go to a position where you can do damage. You close the distance, get close. Why? Because it's very difficult to miss your shots. When you're up close, very difficult to hit shots from far away. That means that when you close distance without them paying attention, the more likely you are to get a kill. Or even if you don't get a kill, you distract and you force cooldowns, etc., etc. And the way that you don't die by closing distance engaging enemies is doing it from the off angle. You engage from an off angle. What is an off angle? Wherever the enemies are not looking. So an off angle would not be here where your team is. An off angle would, let's say, be like this. You engage from here, where the enemies are not looking, which minimizes the risk of dying, because if they're not looking at you, they can't see you, which means that they can't kill you. And also, if they can't see you, you're much more likely to be able to close distance and shoot at them because they're not even looking at you. And when things go bad, you simply, so let's say you go here, you start shooting, they turn around. Cool, you just TP out. And then when your TP is back, you do it all over again on a consistent basis. Okay? So technically, I can say that you try to engage the enemies. You try to damage. Not enough, but you tried. Did you try to close the distance? You end up in front of them, so let's say you do. But what is the main issue? If we're moving on to point number 3, what are you not doing, Knifey? Not cycling my cooldowns? When did I talk about cycling your cooldowns? The 4-step plan, Knifey. What did I say? What is the step number 3? Commands. Or 4-step. I should make a command for that. That's true. I should make a command for that. Knifey, off angle, correct. Off angle. You're in front of the enemy's face, dude. That is why you take so much damage. That's why it's very difficult for you to get killed. But more importantly, you've been dying because you just are in their face. But, like, think about it. What is the likelihood of you dying right now if you stand here? Just think about it. Or here. What is the likelihood of you dying if you just stand here at the moment? I'd say close to 0. Why? Because you're not in Doom Sponge. You're not in the Junkrat spam. None of that stuff. So let's see how this moves forward. Here, you close the distance and you engage the enemy 2 steps, which was great. Hey, see, do damage from the off angle and close distance, 2 kills. Well, it was the end of the fight anyway. You just cleaned up, but still, just in principle, you can see that it works. While you're healing, in between, you could have thrown some kunais, especially with the perk that gives healing while you're doing damage. This is extremely important. But while you were healing, well, when you're sending the heals here, dude, damage in between. Here, send the heals, damage. Takes time until it reaches damage in between. What you should do now, by the way, over here, destroy the turret, try to get a kill, they turn around, boom, you and Reaper just pinched them. What you should do is literally engage, close distance from the off angle, and when things go bad, you disengage. But let's see what you actually do. I suspect that you don't do any of that. I knew it. You had the perfect opportunity to literally wipe the entire enemy team with Reaper, but you decided to let's TP back, let's TP behind my team, and heal people that don't need healing. In front of everybody, in front of everybody. Okay. What the hell happened? Wait, how did we get here? Wait. Okay. Alright. 4-step plan. Engage, close distance, do it from an off angle, and disengage when things go bad. Which one of the steps are you performing right now, Knifey? None. Yes, well, none. It's too early to do the 4-step plan because they're too far away. That being said, you can walk over here and throw some kunais on the enemies like this, and if they shoot at you, just go here and then heal from this position, and already start setting up that you heal from here, you shoot from here, and when they walk forward, boom, you drop and go from behind. But you are sitting really far back and just healing, and you're not even throwing kunais in between. Like, you know, the idea of, I don't like the idea of a heal bot. I think it's not a great way to win games, proven many, many times. But at least when you're heal botting, I would expect for you to throw kunais in between. But what you're doing right now is just heal. You're not even throwing kunais between the heal. And you see, you're healing, you're healing, you're healing, you're healing, but your team still dies. Like, at what point do you heal and heal and heal and heal and your team dies, and you like think to yourself, maybe this is not the answer. Maybe the healing it's not the healing, right? And I'm not saying this to you, I'm saying this for everyone. There are players who have been stuck at the same rank for years, and they play like this, and at like what point do you heal and realize that people just die through my healing anyways, and I'm losing the game? Like, maybe it's not the healing. So what did we learn about Knifey? Is that Knifey, when confronted with a question, do you know about the 4-step plan? He said yes, which then he followed up with the engage thingy. Not the 4-step plan. That is absolute
fatality.
So what you should be doing after this is go watch the 4-step plan video just so you can get a visual on what that is. I know I explained it to the best of my abilities, but I want you to see a visual of how that looks like. You need to consistently perform it on a continuous cycle. Every time, even when you TP out and you wait for your next TP cycle, you don't just sit and heal. You heal and throw kunais in between. Every time you cannot, it's too early to perform the 4-step plan, you heal and throw kunais in between. You want to maximize damage without letting anybody die. As soon as you see that the team fight is starting, it's time to perform the 4-step plan. Engage, close distance, do it from an off angle, and disengage when things go bad. And if you do that on a consistent basis in large quantities, you will rank up. I think it's adcom deleted. I think it's adcom. Adcom. All right, we're moving on with whoever then I met you. You gifted a butterbeer for somebody. I don't remember who that is. Can you do the? Let me see. I'll check it out. Let me check it out. How to do the commands? Fuck, how the fuck do you add a command? Mahad Gamer 2320. Send me a replay code of hero rank and replay code, please. Hey, awkward. I find myself dying a lot in the off angle by dive viewers that'll just immediately jump at me. And on Ana, it's very hard to fight dive, and I can't run away either. What am I doing wrong? Probably starting to shoot at the off angle too early. If they can just jump at you, it means they're not busy enough. Wait for them to do something and then move to the off angle. This is my code. What is your rank and what is the hero that you play? Okay, here, add CMD now should work. Deleted. Let me check. Add CMD and del CMD and edit CMD. Okay, it should work now. Sure. Try now. There you go. There you go. Fixed it for you. Plat 3, and what is the hero? Hello, Cupidox. Are you still going to be doing the Vodavis for a while? It depends. Depends. Which one are you, dude? So Plat 3, Tracer, which one are you? Where are you here? Azarath, okay, Tracer. Please don't tell me you swapped here. I want to see that you didn't swap here. Yes, you swapped here. You swapped here. And then you swap here. And then you swap. And then you swap. And then you swap. You played 4 different characters.
Double kill.
So,
Ready.
Mahad, do you care about improving at the game? Yes or no? Mahad, be honest with me here. Do you care about improving at the game? Do you want to rank up? Okay, you have to make, if you want, which you say you want, you have to make me a promise. From now on, you focus on 2 heroes, whatever you like, Tracer, Sojourn, I don't care, Tracer, Reaper, Tracer, Echo, I don't care. You focus on 2 characters, okay? And whichever character you want to focus on, you play it from start to finish. Even if you think if you're gonna swap the characters, you might win. I want you to prioritize improving at the game and learning from your losses, then just putting a band-aid fix to just win the game. Because what you care about is ranking up and improving consistently over time. Not stop improving at the expense of winning 1 game. Okay? My team forced me to change. Mahad, is your team physically next to you putting a gun to your head that they force you to change? Or they ask you? No one's forcing you to do anything, man. No one's holding a gun to your head. And if you really can handle what they're saying, can handle the heat, you click P and you leave voice chat. Okay? Anyways, let's see what the problem is here.
Round 1.
Nick Raid. Thank you for 5 gifted. We'll get to you right after this VOD, man. So right off the bat, you... Okay. So I don't hate you starting here. Usually I would start an off angle. Why? Because you want to avoid being main where they're gonna spam because you're essentially a glass can, you have low HP. If they're like have anything that spams fire strike and somebody that shoots, you might die. So you could have just started over here. But I don't hate the fact that you went main. It's fine. Blinking into walls is whatever. Okay. So you start off here pressuring the tank because the tank is trolling and feeding. As soon as you see this, you try to shoot, you realize everyone is looking at you. What do you think you should be doing, Mahad? What do you think you should be doing here? When you see 3 enemies looking at you, especially with a damage boost. I tried to off angle, but I got into a wall. You try to blink here. Is this an off angle? Do you think this is an off angle? Blinking here is an off angle? Or do you think you still end up in front of their faces? What you should have done is simply just go here, blink here. That's what you should have done. Blink here. Worst case scenario, you just either blink outside if you're in danger, or you just blink back. Why? Because they're looking front. If a bunch of people are looking at you, you can die. If you are here, They're looking here, and you surprise them here, which means more likely to get a kill, less likely to die. I like the constant pressure, though. I'll tell you that much. All of this happened because you started. Look, you start off here. Notice you're shooting at the back. You're shooting at the back. No one's paying attention to you. Now they turn around, and you stay, and you stay, and you try to fight. And now you're in front, and you try to fight. It's like, okay, they turn around. Boom, bye. Wait for teammates to show up. Boom, then you go in. I like that what you try to do here. I like that you constantly try to deal damage. What I don't like is that when they turn around and everybody starts shooting at you, you spend a little bit too much time in front of them. Hello, Nekosur. Kind of the same principle here. You're standing and shooting, which is, again, not inherently bad. Uptime, great, doing damage. The problem is that this damage doesn't really lead up to anything, and you're constantly, like, stepping on toes. You're constantly stepping on toes, right? Because you're in front, you're scared to get picked. So what you could have done is blink here and then start shooting from here. And then this would have happened. Two things would happen. Some of them would look at you, and so if they look at you, it means the less of them shoot at your Reinhardt, which means he doesn't die. Thank you for gifting 5 subs. I'm assuming it's a gift for another player to be voted with. Is that correct? Again, see. Almost, you kill the Ryan. Great. But then what do? Walk in front of them. Walk in front of them. What could have you done? Maybe double blink here. I think it would still be very dangerous. Double blink here. But at least it would have been like, it should have been like turning around. And that buys you a lot of time. All right, that I met you. I'll check it out. There's still one in queue beforehand, so. Forced to use recall because standing too much in the front. Front, yeah, you die because... Mahad, you die because... What do you think happened here? Hello, you look so good today, thank you. Big fan here. Do you play non-competitive games like Minecraft? Not at all. No, I don't. I fight them face to face. Where do you think you should have went? Actually, let me answer it for you. Your right is going here. They're going back. Boom, you blink here. Here's your angle. Check this out. Look at that. Do you think you can kill the echo like this? I bet you do. You swap to Sojourn. I'm not sure why. Oh, wait. You die on Tracer again. Let me guess. Because you're in front of them. And then you swap to Sojourn, okay. And then you swap back to Tracer at some point. Let me see what happens. Okay, I already like this. I already like what I'm seeing here. I like the angle. Look, the only time that he decided, let's flank and create a proper off angle. Enemy Ana is dead. Awesome. Look. Hey, you got a little bit too greedy. Look, that was amazing. That was amazing. Look, you behind Ana is like, oh, I don't know what to do. Where do I look? You and Genji just jump on her together. Great. You continue shooting. You continue applying pressure. The problem is, again, notice, people turn around. What do? You still stand. People turn around. Boom, blink here. Keep away from their face. They turn around, move to somewhere that is not their face. Always... You shoot them from behind until they turn around, and then you go again behind them or to the side, wherever they're not looking, okay? That was phenomenal. You got too greedy, should have clicked recall, but still, it was enough to win a team fight. Did you notice it was enough to win a team fight? The only time that you actually flanked an off angle in the game and were not in front of their face, funny enough, you win the fight pretty flawlessly, even though you ended up feeding at the end. So what did we learn? Actually, I think that you have... So let me start where I love. I love that you constantly shoot. That's great. I love it. I like your target priority for the most part. I think that you're focusing the right targets. I think your mechanics are also pretty good. Way better than Plat. But what I don't like is that you just die all the time and you don't get as much value as you can. Why? Because you're constantly in front of their face and you very rarely create flanks and off angles. You, as Tracer, have very low HP. If you spend time in front of people's faces, usually they will beat you with the damage. Because they need to do less damage to you than you do to them. Because they have at least 250 HP and you have 175. So what should you do? is that you constantly want to be where enemies are not looking. Enemies looking here, you're shooting from here. Or here, or here, or here, I don't care. You are not in front of their faces. And what do? Eventually, you shoot them from behind, they turn around. What do? Not stay in front of them when they're looking at you. You blink somewhere else, where you can consistently off-angle. The main problem is that you spend way too much time in main, and it ends up getting you killed, when you should be spending way more time at off-angles, and when they turn around to deal with the off-angle, you should leave that angle to create another off-angle. And with that being said, I'm very, very confident if you just implement that one simple thing, off-angle more, and spend less time in front of enemy space, even after you off-angle and turn around, you switch to a different off-angle, you'll rank up to diamond in no time. All right. That was great. That was great. Nick Raid. It's your tournament. Send me your code, send me your hero, and send me your rank. Hello, Darkwing. Good to have you here, man. How was Yom Kippur? Quiet. Great. Can I get a discounted water view? No discounts. Don't do any discounts over here. Plat 5 Kiriko was diamond 5. I'm trying to do damage, but my aim is not good. There's a quick question that I am obligated to ask before doing any Kiriko water view. Have you watched my content before? And do you know about the 4-step plan? Hey, Khalid, how you doing, man? I low-key need to watch it. Yeah, I know. Tell me what the 4-step plan is. What are the 4 steps to the 4-step plan? Man, don't tell him. 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 He will tell. Nikra will tell us. Engage, off angle, disengage. These are 3 steps. Where's the 4th? Nikra, you said you knew it. You said you knew it.
Finish him.
These are 3 steps, not 4. Where's the 4th step? Wait, which one did you forget? All right, let me help you out. Let me help you out. It's close distance. That's the step you're missing. Engage, close distance, do it from an off angle, and disengage when things go bad. These are the 4 steps. You just forgot about the close distance, and you said that you have bad aim, which leads me to believe that you're shooting from far away. If I am correct on this one, even before watching the water view, that definitely deserves 5 gifted for a water view. Am I correct? I'm correct.
Let's send a message.
Doesn't look like your aim is bad whatsoever. I like the wall climb already. Dude, if that is bad aim, then I might be disabled. I don't know what to tell you, dude. How is that bad aim? I just knew it. Did I not just know it? What did I tell you? He's engaging. He's off-angling. I mean, we didn't see him disengage. But the step that he forgot about. The step that he forgot about. I mean, this works, but you get what I'm saying.
You take a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah. You see that he's afraid to move forward. He's afraid to close distance. Think about it. Nikra, if you're picking here and no one is looking at you, no one's looking. You see that Ryan is looking here, Hans is looking here, Anna is looking like healing. What is stopping you from just walking like this? What is stopping you, Nikra? So what should I improve? My off angles and game sense? Off angles are game sense. Everything that we talk about here is game sense. You should, as I said, you should improve. Yeah, I forgot about this. Matt, I told you in the VOD we should improve on. More off angling. Don't be in front of enemies. All right. Yeah. But you see the crazy part is that even before we looked at the VOD, what did they say? I have a feeling that it's because he's not closing the distance. Why he's saying bad aim. He said in the 4-step plan, he forgot the close distance part. I suspect that he thinks he has bad aim because he's missing shots because he's throwing kunais 50 miles away. And I said that if I am correct on this, even before looking at the VOD, somebody owes me 5 gifts for a VOD. Disengage when things go bad. Nice.
That feels better.
I just want you to show. Nikra, are you watching this? Nikra, are you watching this, bro? Are you watching this? Can I show you something quickly? You say bad aim, missed shots, right? Notice what happens when you're in front of Widow, when you're close to Widow. Hit, 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 hit. 4 hits out of 4 shots. Because you're close to her. That is why. What was the problem here? Is that you got greedy and you didn't disengage when things went bad. Things went bad for you here. You should have just left here. Here's where you should have left. But then you Suzu and then you should have just TP'd out. No.
Not crazy enough. Pick up your fate, you drunk.
By the way, you're already here. 1, 2. Dead. Oh man, my aim sucks. I wonder why. You're shooting from 50 miles away. Did you notice that when you are here, you hit every shot, but when you're over here 50 miles away, you miss every shot? And you know what's the crazy part about all of this is that I could even call it. I could even tell you exactly what the problem is before even looking at the replay. Am I working magic here? Do you think that I can see the future and I can see what happens in the VOD because I reviewed so many VODs? I know exactly what will happen because I can read the future in the context of VOD reviews. Do you guys think that I have some sort of a psychic power? Do you think that I'm like Alakazam if he was a real life person? What do you guys think? I personally think I am. Here, I'll admit, you should have hit the shots.
What's up? Thanks. I require assistance.
But you're definitely engaging the enemies. You're definitely off-angling. You definitely get out for the most part.
Like a
The problem is that you shoot from far away. Here. You see, you hesitate again. You see Mercy here. You see Mercy's not looking. Walk, get close, don't be afraid. You can just TP out, you're okay. TP out, I like it. Good job. Great. My aim sucks. Hits Junkrat 2 times in the head from 50 miles away. Here you're doing the 4-step plan correctly. But why do you stop shooting? Well, what's the spinning for? What is that whole spinning thing for? Here, just walk and kill. Why did you do the whole punch spin? Spin! What rank did you say you were? Nikra, what rank did you say you were, man? Hello, Turksay. Plat? Ah, it can definitely be higher than Plat, dude. Definitely can be higher than Plat. So, as I said at the beginning before reviewing the VOD, is that you actually do the 4-step plan. Sorry, you do 3/4 of the 4-step plan, and you arguably miss out on one of the most important one to get you killed. I mean, they're all equally as important because they're kind of like they're intertwined. You have to do all of them together to make sure that it just works, right? So you can get maximum value and maximum kills. If you do 3/4, you're missing out a lot of kill potential. Now, the 4-step plan that you are doing is that you engage, you off angle, and you TP when things go bad, disengage when things go bad, but you miss the close distance part. And the close distance part is what allows you to consistently hit your shots and get kills. From very far away, you notice in the VOD that it's very difficult for you to hit shots from far away, but it's not difficult for you. It's difficult for everyone. For me, it's very difficult to hit shots from far away. For the best Kiriko player in the world, best pro in the world, very, very difficult to hit shots far away. So what I'd like you to do is continue with the 4-step plan. You're doing it phenomenally. Just make sure you close distance and just TP out when they just start looking at you, okay? There's another problem that I want to point out that is that you make sometimes. It's not a consistent problem that we have, but I would much rather say it now because I know it's going to be a big problem once you start closing the distance. You want to avoid using your Suzu on yourself because you overstayed your welcome. When you do the 4-step plan, one of the biggest mistakes of people when they actually do the 4-step plan is they stay longer than they should, and then they burn their Suzu because they want to stay 1 second longer and do damage. TP out before you need to use your Suzu. Because most of the time, you will need to use your Suzu for your teammates because they're going to be dying when you're gone. So you want to make sure you have your Suzu to when you TP back to your teammates, you can Suzu them because they're probably going to be in danger. Or they're going to get shattered. Or they're going to get grabbed. Or whatever. You want to have your Suzu ready for your teammates because you have a TP to get out. You don't need 2 cooldowns to save your life. You only need 1, which is TP. Suzu is for your teammates for the most part. Okay? Awesome. Ozempic Widowmaker, thank you so much for the prime, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Body count, is that a question? To me? Hey, Awkward, you said earlier I have mechanics above silver. John, is surprising because I've always thought I had worse mechanics than people at the same rank, and now I can't use it as an excuse anymore and actually motivates me more. What rank do you think my mechanics are at so I know when I can use it as an excuse again? What rank I think your mechanics are at is so you know when you can use it as an excuse again. I think that your mechanics are at least champion 1 level.
And they say chivalry is dead.
All right. You can send the code that I met you was the code that it was for Jamie Spud, right? So you can send it to Jamesy. You can send their hero, code, hero, and rank, man. Let's get into the body. We'll have time for another VOD after this to just finish the game. I believe would be very informative for me, in which I played Genji all match against 5 counters. I think I did a pretty good job on the second round, and then on 4th round I did horrible because I got nervous. I'm not sure if the second round I just got a hard carry. What mode do you have 4 rounds? What did I miss here? But yeah, you can most definitely do 5 gifted, and we can get right into the VOD right after. James. Ashe, console, diamond 4. Let's do James. We can do Torb. Let's do your main, dude. Let's do your main. Let's not waste any time.
Ready for battle.
All right.
Ready for battle.
You're Joe Simp, I'm assuming. Why is your nickname Joe Simp? Are you a simp, bro? Am I VOD reviewing a simp? Am I VOD reviewing a simp as we speak? So, step 1 of the coaching, don't be a simp. Do not be a simp, bro. So, right off the bat, you're late. You should have been here. Why should you have been here? So you could analyze where the enemies are at, so then you could decide where to move. But that probably is because you're a simp. Alright, Tracer got fucked. If you can fuck like that in the game and outside of the game, you're probably not gonna end up being like a simp. I love the angle here. I like the angle. There are two issues that I had here. I love that you flank the enemies when they don't pay attention where the Doom goes in, but he started rushing your shots. You didn't even try to you didn't even try to aim or line up your shots. You just pop and started shooting. Well, you didn't take your time to aim the shots to make sure you hit. Super, super random. And also, yes, you got surprised by Cat, which means you should have disengaged earlier, but it's whatever. I really like what he did here. Fuck. Didn't need to coach gun here. I understand why I did, but he needed to because they weren't paying attention to you. Nice, good job. So right off the bat, I can tell you, I love your angles, James. I like the angles that you take. Do you notice that you're getting kills consistently? And that is because you keep surprising the enemies. You're always pushing where they're not looking, which is something I've been trying to teach most of the players that got brought of you today. You see how James is getting the kills? It's because he's always where the enemies are not looking. He constantly surprises the enemies. Enemies are looking somewhere else, boom. James pops from the angle and gets the kill. Problem is James is staying here a little bit too long. Needs to get out. Okay. I feel like I overstayed my welcome a lot though. Yeah, I've noticed. So you go in main, you realize there's a Reiner shield in your face. What should you do? Not try to shoot through a Reiner shield. It's like, okay, they're here. Let me just move over here. See if I can get somebody.
Hello.
This Tracer can't catch a break. So, boom, Tracer recalls. Okay, no one here. You see Zenyatta. Zenyatta is charging up a right click. You definitely don't try to pick it. Zenyatta is charging up a right click. As soon as you saw that, it should have immediately went behind the wall and then re-pick after the right click. You stay too long. You basically stayed here too long. You got too greedy. What the hell happened here? Oh. Well, you got rent and you kept forcing the fight over there. You realize it's not working for you. You see that you're in danger. Just get out. You were correct about overstaying your welcome. You're absolutely correct.
Incoming.
Just because you're not full HP doesn't mean you hide forever. You want to see some damage. Now, look. What is the big issue with the play that you just made? It's a very, very aggressive. You decided to use your coach gun for a flank. What is the There are two issues here with the play. What do you think the issue here, James? All or nothing? Yeah. And I have a couple questions. So let me just clarify the issue here. The issue here is that they use this coach gun to get in front of enemies, which means when he's in danger, he will not have a coach gun to get out. So either gets the kills or he dies, which is usually, like most of the time, it's a very, very bad way to play the game. It's either I get kills or don't die. There's no dying in your book, or at least intentfully. Of course, you're going to die. You don't play a game of Overwatch without dying. It's impossible. An inherent risk of taking aggressive position means you can die. That is how you get kills. But you want to minimize the amount of times that you die, minimize the amount of risk that you take per aggressive position while taking the aggressive position. So the main issue is that you put yourself in a very aggressive position with no coach gun, which actually at this point is not actually that big of a deal because they don't have a tank and they don't have they actually lost 3 people. It's a 2-on-5 essentially. And the question is why are you using an ulti 2-on-5? You already won the fight. You don't need to throw an ult 2-on-5. You won. Aura farming? That is minus aura, bro. I like that you constantly do damage. Yep. Look, I can't say what he did was bad. He just got surprised by Zen. Zen actually made a nice play. Here, I'm willing to admit Zen made a nice play. You actually didn't make a mistake. Tracer cannot catch a break. I feel bad. I don't. Actually, James plays pretty well. You know what I like? I like that he didn't touch the payload. Like a noob would. Okay. As soon as I say that, you just coach got on top of the payload and died. My bad. Zen is on your ass. Look at this Zen. I wonder what videos the Zen has been watching to do all of that. Just saying. I wonder where did he take inspiration from? You know, I do wonder. All right. What? How did you use your bob last time? Let me check. I want to see the bob here. On blind, you didn't really see the enemies, and it was not mid-fight, so they just kited away pretty easily. Not good bob. There was not a single good bob yet. The angle was good. Bob the flank, by the way. That flank was great. Nice. Big. Kill the cat. So, James, so far, I like what I'm seeing for the most part. Let me just address what I like so you can keep doing it and what I don't like. So, what I like is that you constantly try to do damage. You constantly try to apply pressure using your dynamite every single time you have it. Love that. Number two, I like the angles that you take. I like that you constantly switch up the angles. You're trying to flank. You're trying to create an angle instead of sitting down main. I love it. Now, there are two issues. You die more times than you should, and I'll tell you why. Number one, you simply, when you go for a flank or when you go to an off angle, you just stay there too long. In your mind, when you flank or off angle, you're like, I have to get the kill. But if I don't get the kill, I die. No, man, it doesn't work like that. You go for a flank, you try to get a kill, it doesn't work, it's fine, you get out, you try again in a few seconds, it's okay. Flank is not a one-way ticket. An off angle is not a one-way ticket. You can go to a flank and you can go back from a flank and you can try again later, a few seconds later. And it's completely fine. You don't have to die every single time that you flank if you don't get the kills. Okay? But that's number one. Number two is that you have a tendency to throw your bob either way too early or when it's unnecessary. Bob is best used mid-fight. Why is it best used mid-fight? Because the enemies are not ready to deal with the bob. They use some cooldowns, maybe they're not full HP, maybe they're extended a little bit too much into an open space and they're in an uncomfortable position. Let the fight start first and then you throw the bob mid-fight. If you use the bob before the fight happened, they're all just gonna go back, take cover, shoot down the bob, and then just start the fight 5 seconds later down the line. All right? It's pretty good VOD of you, man. Happy with that one. Was great, James. That was great. Even though you're a simp, stop being a simp. That's coaching tip number one. All right? All right. That's more important to me than you ranking up in a video game. Don't be a simp, bro. All right, moving on. We have Michael. Michael and Q. Michael, send me your rank. Oh, here you go. Nickname Mike, Hero Genji. Rank was Plat 2, Diamond 4 on Dorado. Why do you guys give me the range? Why do you guys give me the range of the match instead of your rank? Tell me what your rank is. I don't care about what the rank other people are. What is your rank?
Ready for battle.
You're Plat 2, aren't you, Michael? That's why you gave the range. That's why I gave the range, because you're the Plat 2. You know? Is that why I gave the range? Diamond 5, okay. Okay. All right, let's see. You said you play against 5 counters. I mean, okay, let me ask you something really quick.
Attackers
Would you say that this position has the element of surprise on the enemies, Michael? In the second round, we're going to switch in just a second, but I want to show you something. Do you think this position has the element of surprise? Not really. Why do you think that is not the case? Why do you think that this position doesn't have the element of surprise in people? They see me straight for a spawn? No. Well, not if you stand here. Or if you crouch, actually. If you crouch or stand here, they can't see you. So this position actually has the element of surprise. So if the position has the element of surprise, why expose it way before than you should? I mean, why did you jump here and shoot them in their spawn? Can you get a kill? No. Can you die? Yes. So what's the point of that, right? What you should have done is actually just sit down and do nothing. You should have let them walk here a bit, shoot up, and then you can drop on them from behind, try to get a kill, and just dash back up, and now you're back to safety, and you have the healing, all that stuff. So basically, you started shooting at them in spawn for nothing. Or if the Ashe goes up, sure, it's a free for all. Let's go. But you see, like all of these random shots to let them know, hey guys, I'm about to jump you, is not doing you any favors. What he should have done instead, pretty straightforward. Look, instead of giving the warning shots, drop from behind, boop boop. Worst case scenario, dash out. Here you go. He's waiting with the dash. I like it. I like it. It's okay. You're in open space and you're using deflect. Kind of give me anxiety, but it's okay. I want to see what I noticed first. What? Oh. You stay here too long. And you don't use your deflect when you're low HP. And you don't dash out. Stay here too long, didn't use deflect in a minute. Even though you got shot, didn't dash out when you were in danger. Walking in front of enemies. Carries. Okay, you're dead. In front of people's faces, that's one. Number two, very rarely end up behind them and close the distance on them. You're holding on to your dash too long, you get too greedy before you dash out. And these are the things that are happening right now. You said that on the second round, they play counters, which is, I'm assuming, Symmetra cast, Wu Yang. Okay, so yeah, full counter team. You weren't doing great against not a full counter team, by the way. And the reason why you weren't doing great, in front of them constantly, very rarely close distance from behind, and try to like kind of assassinate them, held onto your dash for too long, kept the same position for too long. If you keep the same position for too long, it's not really surprising anymore. This position doesn't really do much for you. Okay. You see, like, you dash out when you're 10 HP. All it takes is for somebody to spit on you and you die. That's what I mean. You're too greedy. It takes you way too long to dash out. And again, look how you close distance on them. You close distance, great. But Reaper TP'd here, which means everyone is looking here. Why do you want to wall climb exactly where they're looking? You don't want to wall climb where they're looking. You actually want to go from another way. Maybe like this. Maybe, I don't know, like this and slide down. Maybe from here. Actually, you could have just went for the Zarya. When everybody was busy here, you could have shot the Zarya here. I know it's not the best target, but at least you're not going to find yourself in a position that you will die. Okay, I don't hate it. I mean, you thought she was low, that's why I don't hate it. But again, you're in front of the enemies. Here you're taking an angle. I like to see it. Yeah, so look, Michael, you're taking an angle. You're shooting a full HP Zarya, which is it's alright. But look what you're doing. You leave your entire cover. Look what happened here. Do you consider this normal? Dude, you left your angle behind cover. You just walk into an open space in front of 4 people. That is not the play. Not the play. And also, you're focusing the tank. Which, you know, it's not, that moment it was not that big of a deal, but I saw their entire team walking back. Where? At what instance did you see them walking back? They took 2 steps back here, but that's it. Like, how do you think they're gonna keep walking like this? No, your team. Look where your team is. Your team is losing the fight. They're not gonna be walking back for long enough. But either way, even if they walk back here, you're still in danger by walking here. Stay there too long.
Heroes never die.
I actually don't hate what you do here. Let's see what happens. See, like, notice something. First off, you see a discorded cast. It's always best to shoot a discorded squishy, not a discorded squishy. You should have just went for the cast. You could have actually, like, literally walked in a straight line. You want to know why? Because no one is looking. Look, they're all busy. This is the perfect opportunity for you. You should walk straight up, right-click, dash, and you kill him. He's dead. That's what you should have done. Instead, you play super passive when no one is looking at you. And when everyone is looking at you, just run up to their face. Did you notice that? That's the first thing. The second thing is that look how long you hold your dash to disengage. Look how much damage you drop down. Look, 250, 137, 180, 77. And then you dash, in front of the enemy's face. You, by accident, deflected the enemy grab, but he still just dashed in front of them.
I True Zeno donated $5. In case there is no K, I offer 150, 90 euros. Win is Echo, with most DMG and most death.
Most damage and most death? How the fuck do you do that? First of all, thank you for $5, for Zeno. Oh, most damage and most death? I mean, I think I can do that. I think I can try. But I can't take the challenge because I want to keep my I currently am champion 5 on tank and I want to get champion all rules. However, if you want, I can log into a different account. And that is, I think, like Masters or something. In front of enemies' faces. But that's you because you're in Transcendence. Michael. What is happening here? You're blading 1 and 5. It was very stupid, yeah. So, Michael, so you say you play against scanners, and I'm gonna ask you kind of a dumb question. Do you feel like you are being countered? Do you feel like they're doing anything special to counter you? Right, not really. There's nothing that is countering you. You know what is countering you? Your own gameplay. And to be more precise, the main issue, there are quite a few issues, but the main issue is that, number one, you simply are constantly in front of people's faces. You're constantly in front of people's faces and you take random poke damage because you're in people's faces. I want to show you very quickly what Genji's gameplay loop is like in general, okay? As soon as teamfight begins, you walk like this, right clicks, try to get a kill. You can confirm kill, yes, dash reset, they chase you, you get out. Get close, the shuriken, it gets healed, they turns around, can't get killed, dash out. That is what you should ideally want to do most of the time. Of course, you're not going to be able to close distance every time. That's why you can shuriken from far away sometimes, and you have your mouse one, etc., etc. But the idea is, I don't want to be in front of their face. I want to try to, and when I'm not close to their face and they're not looking at me, I want to get close to them. That's what I want to do. Get close to enemies when they're not looking, and try to get into positions they're not looking. Okay? I don't want to wait until I'm 10 HP before I dash out. I want to understand they're shooting at me. I'm in danger. Let me just dash out before I lose all my HP. So then people don't have to heal me 24/7. So then I can re-engage faster. Okay? You are constantly in front of people's faces. you are constantly closing the distance on enemies that are paying attention to you. And ironically, when they're not paying attention to you, all of a sudden you play scared. I'm not even going to talk about the blade. The blade is a symptom of the root cause of you being greedy when everyone is looking, but when no one is looking, you're scared. So always try to get into positions by utilizing your wall climb where enemies are not looking. Enemies are looking like this, you show up from here. Enemies are looking like this, you show up from here. Enemies are looking like this, you, I don't know, wall climb, slide behind them, tup, tup. Okay? The gameplay loop, again, I'm going to say on Genji. I'm going to show you on the practice range. I think I played better in the round. Michael, we have watched beginning and the second round. It wasn't getting better. And the problem is that you're trying to excuse yourself that you end up playing better later. You need to play better the entire game. You can't just say, I played really good 1 minute out of 20 minutes and I should have won. No, you should have played good the entire 20 minutes, man. So Genji is like this. Enemies are here. You see they're looking at your team. Oh, I can get a kill. Oh, they turn around. Back to poking. Okay, I have my dash.
Everyone escapes their fate.
I can get a kill. Perfect. I can't get the kill. I dash out. What you do, Michael, is this.
Do your worst.
I know it kind of made you look more like... I made you look more noob than you currently are. But the main principle is this: what you're doing. You're showing up in front of people's faces. See, they're like half HP, dash in, they get healed, and then you're stuck with no dash. Or, alternatively... Yes, Zeno, I'll give me 1 second. Let me finish the VOD review. I can focus on two things at the same time. What you do a lot of time, you walk, you lose 240 HP, and then you do this. No, like, you go here, you see everyone shooting. Well, let me wait until dash back. You come here, you see, oh, everyone's shooting. Bye. But you should not even find yourself in this position whatsoever. You want to be here. You want to be here. You want to be where they're looking. So start going where the enemies are not looking. Try to close distance with a wall climb. Utilize the roofs. You can wall climb, slide on roofs, get above enemies, behind enemies, to the side of enemies. Where they're not looking, get close. Try to strike them. If you see they're low enough for you to get a kill, you dash. Okay, and then you assess what you want to do next. Can I continue the kills? Yes. Okay. Worst case scenario, you can just dash out. These are the main things that you should be working on, Michael. And this is more of a mindset tip, but people who say, I played later down the round are doomed to fail. You want to know why? Because they have this bias. They have, in their memory, they played well because they played well like 1 minute. They remember the good fight they had, the good play. But yeah, but what about the rest of the 10 fights that you had that you played not good, Michael? The idea that you said, I played later well down the line, when we have watched like 15 minutes, man. How much later than 15 minutes does it get? It doesn't. It doesn't get later down the line than 15 minutes later. If you watch Alvikidz play Genji, he plays good from the beginning till the end. Does he make some mistakes? Sure. But he plays consistently from second 1 until minute 20. It doesn't, I played good at like minute 19, therefore I deserve to play like rank up. It doesn't work like that, man. Let go of the sentence and these words out of your mouth. I played good later down the line. I don't need to play good all the time. For the most part, rather. Right. Zeno is offering a challenge. 150 euros if the rank is above Diamond 1 to get the most amount of damage and deaths at the same time on Echo. Now, the question is, do we take that challenge? Yes or no? Chat decides. Chat decides. Read again. Sorry. Okay. If it's Masters 2, 150 euro or 80 euro if below. Okay. I have an account. I'm pretty sure he's like Masters something on DPS. I don't know. He's unplaced. I didn't do placements on it yet. But that's the only other, like, I don't have any other placed account. And I'm not going to play on a champ account because I want to get champ on all roles. So I prefer to keep this one here. So I don't want to drop. So let me see. Chad, what do you think? I know it's possible. No, I know. I definitely know it's possible. No, it's possible. Just very difficult to do. Because the more you die, the less damage you can do. Now the question is, does the chat want me to do it, or do we continue with the water use? That's the question. High damage, high deaths, and win. Wait, do I have to win as well? Zeno, or do I need to have the highest damage on the team and the highest death? What's the thing here? No duo. No, I'm not doing duo, but I'm gonna switch accounts. Let me see. I'm gonna give it one try though. I'm gonna give it one try. I'm not gonna sit the entire night trying to do the challenge. I'm gonna give it one try. I'm pretty confident I can get it the first try though. Very confident I can get it the first try. I mean, if it's a win, it's a problem. If I don't need to win, then it will be easier. Give me 1 second. Log into the account. An account that you all know. You know that account. Pretty sure. Decent rank. I missed Biden Blast? No. Biden Blast got changed. Okay, let's see the account rank. How do you remember that name? Okay, Masters 2. This account Masters 2. Okay, it actually got placed. It got placed. Okay. Masters 2 account, we have to play Echo. The challenge is get most amount of damage while having the most amount of deaths. From Tariff, that it would not allow to have that nickname. It's Blizzard, bro. No jumping up the map? Yeah, I'm not gonna jump up the map. I mean, if it's by accident, it's by accident, yeah?
That didn't sound good at all. Capabilities max. Double kill. About time. Double.
I hope my PC or my game doesn't crash, though. What are the echo perks?
Minor perk unlocked.
I think that I need to... Let me think about the perks that I want to do. I probably want to do the ultimate starts 50% ult charge because that's going to give me more damage. And sticky bombs are just like more projectiles, equals more damage. I have an idea. Of how I want to do this.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Tracer.
I will do it, but I'm too nice. I always told Shurkran so nice. Do what?
Wait for it. Capabilities.
As for a mercy pocket, nah, it's fine. I don't need the mercy pocket. I need to die a lot. I need to have the most amount of deaths. Mercy pocket actually is not... Actually, mercy pocket might help me. Because I can just play super aggressive.
Enemy down. Down they go. Double an ideal with triple kill.
Yeah, I have a general idea of how I want to do it. I know how I want to do it.
Double kill. Double kill.
Don't forget to find the mercy.
That's how it's done.
These are gonna be my double perks.
Double stuck with it.
I really hope that I'm not gonna play against a diva. That's what I don't want to play against, a diva. Anything else, I'm gonna ban diva. I'm gonna ban diva tracer. I want to avoid them playing dive.
Greetings.
Actually. I'm already thinking this through. I want to ban Diva. No, do I? Yes, I want to ban Diva. Diva is good. True, actually. Diva. No, I'm not gonna ban Diva. I'm gonna ban Zarya. Zarya can mitigate my damage. Can't kill me much. Ban Diva. What else? Ban Tracer. Why? Low damage. Prefer them to have like more stationary DPS with more health pools. Support. Couldn't give a fuck, man.
Taking flight.
Do you play on console? No, I play on PC.
Hold on to that. Functions at high. Double.
Need to consider you want to die too? Yeah, I know. But that's why I would prefer playing against like Cass, Soldier, stuff like that, and Ashe. That I can do a lot of damage to, but die.
Select a map.
What map is going to be good for me here? I don't want to drawn out fight. I mean, either one would be good. Let's do some more with everybody. I think that these ones are also gonna be good.
Select your hero.
So I said I want to ban Zarya because it's the tank that I probably can do the least damage to. And also it's the least threatening. So I ban Zarya, I ban Tracer,
Ban.
and I ban... What do I ban? Zen. I banned Zen, I think. He has very low healing output and he dies pretty fast. He doesn't kill me. What I want to do? All right.
Welcome
I'm
to
okay with these bans. I'm okay with these bans. What? Fuck. Fuck, man. These. Where do you come up with these challenges, then, bro? I have to ask. Where do you come up? Where do you come up with these challenges, man? You have to. I need to admit it's free lobby. No, it's not a free lobby, man.
Hello.
I have a Cass and I have a Junker Queen. They both do a lot of damage. If we played, actually, I should have. You know what? I should have not banned Tracer. I'll tell you why I should have not banned Tracer, because we could have picked Tracer. Would have had somebody would have a lower damage than me.
Down once or twice.
Fuck.
You're the one who kicked Red Ned in the wicker basket.
Yeah, now I'm gonna compete with Cass on damage.
He started it.
Howdy. Hey.
If we played Tracer here, it would have been a lot better.
Let's go.
I'm gonna try to convince him after to play Genji or something.
Let's go.
round one. Capture objective.
Gotta start damaging early.
Remember, we don't give up.
Are you going right side? Throw damage doesn't count. Shit.
Thank you for the assistance. Enemy turret eliminated. Ashes to ashes.
Oh my god.
System health compromised.
Not good with the damage department. Not good.
Taking flight. I'm here to help.
Alright, let him. Can't let him die actually. Gotta shoot a tank. I have to shoot a tank.
No sleep. No shouts.
Nothing. Nobody died yet, so it's fine. Gotta just get one death if nobody dies. Not too worried about the dying part.
The objective is being captured. Let's take it back.
Gotta keep shooting though. Gotta keep the uptime. need to worry about dying. Play way more aggressive than I currently am.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Junker Queen.
Did anybody die? Yes. I need to go die
And dusted.
while doing a bunch of damage.
It's one.
That's what I need to do. Okay. Sorry, I lagged. Okay, so I had to die here because I need to one more death. What's up, Crupson? I'm doing a challenge here, man. I hope nobody dies. Don't die, guys. Don't die. Shit, dude, the Lucio is fucking competing.
They're on the objective.
Oh, man. Okay. This is actually pretty good. I'm gonna die here. Oh, man. Good. I died competing with the Lucio. Okay, I dealt a lot of damage. I need... I understand what I need to do. You saw I said highest death and no jumping off the map? Yeah, I'm not jumping off the map and the highest death. I know. I'm working on it. Where the fuck is everyone? Oh my god. Oh man. Oh my goodness. My Lucio is a fucking bot, bro. Can he stop dying? Kill me. Dude, my Lucio is a troll, dude.
Time for the
Rankup Academy is doing a lot of damage. I mean, this Lucio just needs to stop dying. Lucio, stop dying, bro.
The enemy's
Oh my, like,
double our
Nano boost administered.
okay. Junker Queen is surpassing me. Ah, dude, it's. I'll tell you why it's difficult because it's this guy is dying off cooldown, bro, and I have to compete with him on this. Offer Lucio $20, he has lower death. I have a feeling that it's gonna actually work against me. If I tell him that, he actually is going to die more.
ازيك؟ أهلا.
No, I'm not too worried about the queen. I can out-damage her. The problem is that I have to worry about... the damage part is the easy part. The dying less to this Lucio is the hardest part.
One. Round two. Capture the objective.
What's wrong with this guy?
One more of those and we can go home.
taking flight.
I see an enemy.
Melted down.
What?
Going up.
I mean, Junker Queen is actually playing pretty good. At least the Lucio didn't die, you know? Could have been worse.
I've taken damage.
Oh my god. I'm losing. The damage department.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Junker Queen.
My mouse is off, for fuck's sake, my mouse is...
All right, I died more times than anybody else. But the problem with dying here is that Junker Queen's dead. No, shit, the beat. Oh no, Junker Queen. Oh no, Junker Queen. No, no. Oh, he got fucked. Okay, Junker Queen is dead. That's good. That's good. That's good for me. Junker Queen is dead. That's good for me. That's good for me. Come on, 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 come on. Now it's my time to apply pressure. Good. Heal me!
Targeting hostile.
Okay. Yes! Yes, first try! First try, bro. First try. Most highest damage. Here you go. In the server, not even on the team. In the server.
Play of the game.
Yeah, I had the strategy. I knew I had the strategy. It's not most deaths? Oh, you wanted to do the most deaths in the server? I thought on the team, bro. Oh, my bad. Yeah, most deaths in the server is a different story, bro. Different story. Did I say most deaths in your team? That's what I thought, man. I didn't think this through. Yeah, I mean, in this game, it's I don't know how possible that was. I had to compete with Junker Queen damage, and if I died just one more time, would have just lost. But it was still, regardless, pretty fun. Now we have to swap. I mean, actually, it's probably the time for the stream to be over. So it was fun, Zeno. It was fun. It was a I didn't understand the challenge correctly, but it was fun. I appreciate the challenge. I appreciate you guys watching. And all the VOD reviews that you saw today, you can just look at them at any point in time. The VODs are open all the time. You plenty to learn from other people getting VODed. We're at 650 subs, almost 3 more subs. We're at 650, which is actually insane. Yeah, it's okay. Then I'm not saying that I just didn't understand it correctly. So if you're interested in getting coached, we're actually upgrading Rankup Academy. You're going to see a brand new website in the next few weeks. I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to interested in getting coached and you would like to stop wasting time and actually improving the game, rankupacademy.gg, or shoot me a DM on Discord for private coaching, or if you need more information, you can check out my Discord you can check out my Discord for testimonials. See what the people say about us, and I appreciate you guys watching and supporting all the way through. Zeno, thank you for gifting 3 subs. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much to make it 650 subs. I appreciate you guys all. You guys have a lovely rest of the day, lovely rest of the night. Take care. Don't do anything criminal. Go to the gym. Go for a run. Be good. Work hard. Good night.